Hey guys, before we get started, I just want to say I think you're all pretty ugly. Ew. This has been a reenactment of what the internet is constantly telling us all the time. You really can't open TikTok without seeing an endless amount of morning routines, nighttime routines, workout routines, 5 to 9 after my 9 to 5 routines. Because if there's one thing I need, it's to feel like I'm being unproductive in both my professional life and my personal one. I'm failing around the clock. Yeah! The internet just makes us feel like there is always something we could be improving, like how the inside of your fridge looks, or how the outside of you looks.
And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. If you look ugly, if you look crazy, that's all on you, baby.
Over the past few years, I feel like beauty routines have gone from don't forget to wear your SPF to don't forget your 2-hour nightly beauty routine that involves lasers, literally lasers. So I just finished applying this serum and then I harness the full concentrated power of the sun. The more influencers we have, the more beauty trends we have. And the more beauty trends we have, the more I want to scream. We also have TikTok Shop now, which incentivizes influencers to promote an endless amount of skincare products, which as a result incentivizes them to have an endless skincare routine. But even that's not enough anymore. Your 2-hour nighttime routine, that's rookie stuff, because now your routine needs to last all night long.
Put my bonnet on, my shin garment, and then my mouthpiece on. So good night, guys. Good morning, guys.
One of the newer beauty trends is what TikTok likes to call a morning shed. And no, that is not a euphemism for waking up with a boner, even though sheds are made of wood, and it would make complete sense if it was that. A morning shed is a routine that happens before your actual morning routine, where you remove all of the products that you wore overnight. The general rule of thumb seems to be every inch of your skin needs to be covered with something. Your pores shouldn't be allowed to breathe. You shouldn't be allowed to breathe. An example of a typical morning shed product is this jaw strap that I'm not personally convinced does anything. To try and figure out what it's supposed to do, I found a similar one on Amazon, and this says that it's an effective bandage designed to double chin and sagging skin. Wait, it's gonna double my sagging skin? Is it gonna give it to the next person? If you're still not sold, they have before and after pictures like these, and as you can see, the results are so instantaneous that she didn't even have a chance to move. She's in the exact same pose. It's almost like this is the same picture. If you're advertising a beauty product and you use Photoshop in the before and after pictures, why are you doing that? This is arguably the last place you should use Photoshop when you're trying to demonstrate how something works. All right, now remove your cake from the oven and it should look something like this. Mine looks nothing like that. Must be a personal failing. You should really let this affect your self-esteem. Hey, she used magic. I saw her use a magic wand on that. What? You used magic? Just a little bit. That's cheating. Toad Who Can't Bake says what? What? No! Dang it. The official slogan for morning sheds is the uglier you go to bed, the prettier you'll wake up. And I don't like any of that. Firstly, they're not going to bed ugly. They're not ugly. They're just going to bed uncomfortably. Extremely so. Like in some of these videos, you can see the indents that this jaw strap will leave in people's skin. And sometimes people will even wear 2 of them at the same time. I don't know about the science behind this, and I haven't deep dived to find out if people really do see results, but if the claim is that wearing this will eventually change your jaw because it's pressing against it, wouldn't that mean that it would also change everywhere else it's pressing against? Like, wouldn't the top of your head also change over time? Sure, I have a dent in the top of my head and a dent in the both sides of my head, but look at this jawline. A small price to pay for beauty. Morning sheds even go beyond the face sometimes.
Get a castor oil pack from Amazon for $12. Pour it over my liver to support detoxification, specifically with excess estrogen, which can cause like different PMS. Helps with digestion, constipation, inflammation.
And I'm not a doctor. I know it's hard to believe because I look so intelligent and I'm always performing unlicensed surgeries out of my garage. But I do know in order for something to have an effect on your organs, it needs to be in contact with your organs. I don't think castor oil is penetrating your skin and getting into your organs. It's laying on top of your skin. This is like putting saran wrap on top of your fries and then salting the saran wrap. Also, she says it detoxifies her liver, but the liver is already a detoxifier. That's the liver's full-time job.
Helps with digestion, constipation, inflammation. You can put it over your ovaries and it'll help with cysts.
It's gonna help the cysts? What's it gonna help them do? Is it gonna double those too? I don't want them to do that. Another trademark of morning sheds are wrinkle patches, which you can wear just about anywhere really. Your forehead, your under eyes, your neck, your chest.
We tend to focus our skincare on our face, but what about the other areas that we often neglect? For the chest, I fully trust the reusable Sia chest lift patches and their preventative and corrective effect.
Just because we're not constantly monitoring the aesthetic of every single inch of our bodies doesn't mean we're neglecting them. I love how this is worded like you're doing something wrong if you're not using this product. We tend to focus our skincare on our faces. At least you do. And you're a massive piece of shit for that. We just keep expanding to new body parts that need wrinkle patches, but we're not gonna be able to keep up. Every part of the body is going to wrinkle because every part of the body is covered in skin, hopefully, unless you're Gus Fring. So what these brands really should do is think ahead and invent a full body wrinkle patch. You just slip it on at night and take it off in the morning, like a cocoon. Having to shed in the morning already makes us sound like cicadas, so we might as well act like one too.
Good morning. Morning. You shedding today? Yeah. You? Yeah.
Another product I see a lot is mouth tape. Mouth taping has gotten pretty popular. This is where you put something over your mouth to keep yourself from breathing through it, and the TikTok claims are that this will eventually improve your jaw and face shape. Day 1. Day 30. Whoa, that's a crazy transformation. And you're telling me all I have to do is wear this brand's mouth tape and wear the exact same shirt and earrings for 30 days straight and do my eyeliner the exact same way that I did in the before picture and have some red spots on my chin where I just got chin filler and then that's it and that's all I have to do?
Mouth breathing at night makes you ugly. It also affects your posture. It causes poor oral health. It even affects your central nervous system that runs down your spine.
Hey, what's wrong with having this nose and chin? Could you just explain why this nose is better than this nose, please? Can you let us know why the bigger nose is bad with using your words, please? Also, were these listed in order of importance? Because some of them sound way worse than others. Breathing through your mouth will make you look a little different. It'll also completely shut down your nervous system and you'll die forever from it. I really can't stand the fact that pictures like this and this are what they're using to try and sell us on mouth tape because people just look like this. Not because they're unattractive, not because they're doing anything wrong, not because they're not buying your product, but because they just are. And they use these images and say things like,
please don't walk outside if your jawline looks like this. There are families out here trying to enjoy their summer.
If your jawline looks like this, you don't deserve to see the sun. If your jawline can't cut glass, then you also can't cut it as a human being.
But don't worry, you can fix this. You probably just been a mouth breather this whole time.
Okay, good. All right. Phew, it's fixable. How do we fix it?
All you gotta do is start using this mouth tape. And it's super easy to apply. All you gotta do is just gently put it on your mouth. Pack of these will usually be over $50. But you know I got you guys. I have a link down here for under $20.
Okay, all we have to do is buy this product he happens to be selling and happens to make a profit from. I like this guy. If there's one thing about people who want your money is that you can always trust them to be upfront with you. I do like that he dedicated a whole PowerPoint to letting us know how ugly we are.
Hey, do you look like this? Well, don't. Cut that out. Whenever you walk outside, people scream and cry. This is your mom crying because of how ugly you are. This is your girlfriend crying. This is your dog crying.
This is good for a mouth breather so you don't look like this. I used to look like this and now I do not because I use mouth tape and I also use the chin garment or like the neck strap, whatever. But if you leave the mouth open, that's probably what you look like. And it helps you sleep with your mouth closed and also helps you
It doesn't help you breathe through your mouth. It makes you. You have no other option unless you're using like mesh tape. This is taking away your backup oxygen supply. As someone with asthma, if I take my mouth while sleeping, I would have the best sleep of my life because it would be the last sleep of my life. Saying mouth tape helps you breathe through your nose is like saying the cannon helps you walk the plank. What else are you supposed to do? It really seems like they're throwing everything at the wall because suddenly everything can be linked back to not using mouth tape.
Did you also know that mouth breathing has been linked to a ton of health conditions, including anxiety, depression, sleep apnea, insomnia, high blood pressure, heart failure, and dental abnormalities?
Guys, this is what's causing anxiety and depression. It was never trauma or being raised by a father who didn't think women should be allowed to vote. It was my breathing. I guess I really was the issue all along. I guess you can claim anything is caused by breathing incorrectly when breathing causes everything. Breathing is a main building block in how our bodies function, so this is a very correlation versus causation argument.
The victim was breathing at the scene of the robbery. The suspect proceeded to fire 10 arrows into the victim's chest, as well as an additional arrow between their eyes, which seems a little over the top. We have concluded from the evidence that the victim's cause of death was that they stopped breathing. Any questions? Yes.
Would you like to keep the murder or double it and give it to the next person?
Double it.
Great. I should mention that almost all of the videos that talk about mouth taping are sponsored by mouth tape. If you search mouth tape on TikTok, you'll have to scroll forever to find a single video where the creator doesn't earn commission somehow. And that's probably because these mouth tape pieces cost literal pennies to manufacture. So this is the ideal product for TikTok shop owners. There's a big profit margin and they can make it even bigger by going on TikTok and giving people new insecurities until they use the product. The product. And you don't just need more products for your face, you need more products for your hands too. This is a routine to maintain your hand beauty. As you can see, it's 15 steps, which is also how close I am to jumping off a bridge. We start off with a cleanser, then we dry the hands, then we get the hands wet again, then we exfoliate and moisturize, nothing too crazy. Then you shave the hairs off of your hand because our hands also need to be bald like every other part of our bodies. Looking at all of these has made me pretty tired, so I should try and get a really good rest, and the only way to do that is by following all of the steps in these videos. Okay guys, it's 11:14. Zoom in on the time, show what time it is. We're not lying, we're not freaking lying. And guys, because I'm an old woman, that means that it is time to get ready for bed. A little spit on that. This is everything we need for our morning shed routine. We'll just do a quick little haul. This is a Hydro Boost Hydrating Hydrogel Mask. It's 100% hydrogel mask. Leave skin supple and hydrated. I don't like the word supple. It says leave on for 15 to 30 minutes, so I think if we leave it on for about 8 hours, that should be fine. Can't forget the lips. This is a vegan collagen lip mask, moisturized and plump, made with wild cherries panthenol. I do leave for a trip the day after tomorrow, and if I wake up with just rashes and irritation all over my face, it's gonna be really cool for me. This looks like a really small bra. This looks like you put boobs in it. And last but not least, don't forget the hands. The hands need to be beautiful and youthful and bald. And you know what? I decided, why stop there? Why not take it a step further? A step, because it's feet. For severely dry skin, I don't have that. And last but not least, we have our mouth tape. Now, I tried to buy mouth tape that was kind of like a mesh so that I could survive the night. As you can see, that's not mesh. All right, that's the haul. Now it's time to put the haul on my face and my hands and my feet. Head, shoulders, something, knees and toes. What are the words? Head.
So no head?
Head. Alexa, play Baby by Justin Bieber. Alexa, play Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. I look like Manny from Ice Age. I can't get the other one. I got it very easy. Don't show my feet. Time to go to bed. After all that hard work, I was ready to pass out, but I couldn't pass out because I was so incredibly uncomfortable. I couldn't find a single position where the wrinkle patches weren't stabbing into my skin or the official jaw strap product wasn't choking me out. The mouth tape was specifically uncomfortable. I'm not sure what was causing it, but my lips burned. They burned really, really bad. I tried to ignore it as long as I could by imagining how sharp my jawline would be if I just pushed through the pain, but I was just too weak and beta-minded.
I've been trying to fall asleep, but I can't fall asleep. My upper lip was burning, and I don't think I should leave it for the rest of the night.
Even though I was exhausted, I ended up tossing and turning until 3 in the morning, meaning I got about 3 hours of blissful beauty sleep.
I'm so uncomfortable, I can't sleep. This better make me so fucking hot. Am I hot? Ow, cut the cameras. Cut the camera.
And here are the results. My under eyes were completely wrecked, as was my neck. This redness didn't go away until later in the day, and it was irritated for days after this. Some of it could have been user error, but again, these are official wrinkle patches I use. They aren't just random pieces of paper I decided to put on my face. They're supposed to be used this way, and this was what happened.
That hurts. This is the face of a well-rested individual.
But you know what they say, beauty is pain. If it ain't hurting, it ain't working. Am I right, ladies? There is no greater pain than the knowledge that I will never be enough. After this experiment, I had more questions than I had answers. Why did I still have lines in my skin? Why didn't I feel sexier? Why do I sound like that when I'm wearing my retainer?
Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Sexceptica.
And I pondered these questions for many days, racking my brain, trying to figure it out. And after all that reflection, I was able to formulate the perfect beauty routine. I found a routine where you don't have to put wrinkle patches on every inch of your body, where you can actually get good sleep and be considered attractive. A routine so good, basically no one will feel the need to criticize every aspect of your appearance 24/7. And it's pretty easy, so I went ahead and filmed a tutorial for that one too.
Step 1. Make sure your hair is out of your face. Step 2. Be a fucking man.
I know I've criticized a lot of the methods in these videos, but I don't want to criticize people for feeling like they need to use them. There's so much pressure to constantly look our best that it can feel like we have no choice but to try and keep up. No one willingly chooses to look at themselves as something that needs improvement or needs 1,000 changes to be acceptable. And it's getting a lot harder because trends aren't just how we do our eyeshadow anymore. It's our faces and bodies that go in and very quickly out of style. Women who got plastic surgery 2 years ago to try and fit a beauty standard are being ridiculed now because there's a new one. We don't compare ourselves to the people around us anymore. We compare ourselves to all of the people ever, but we only see the versions of each other that we've decided is good enough to be seen. Of course, when we see ourselves how we are and then see everyone else how they wish they were, we're going to be disappointed. I don't say all of this because I have some kind of grand solution, because I don't. I also do skincare routines. I also got lip filler when everyone else was, but I don't think all this improvement is improvement. I don't think it's beauty if getting prettier makes the way we think about ourselves uglier. So maybe the real improvement was realizing that chasing perfection is a never-ending hamster wheel objective, and that looking at yourself as a project doesn't benefit anyone except the companies that line their pockets with your insecurities that we made along the way. I'm gonna go shave the microscopic hairs off my knuckles now. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. I hit myself really hard, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to... My name is ChadChad. And it's been really cold and gloomy, and I'm tired of winter. I needed some greenery. And as I was viciously scrubbing green hair dye from my ears last night, I was thinking, you know what we haven't done in a while is watch some premium POV content. So we're gonna watch some of those today because they always seem to make me feel a lot better. Not really. I found this page, and this is the self-proclaimed Spider-Man of POVs with some romance sprinkled throughout. They're incredible quality, so that this time we get to watch the unnecessary lip bites and thumb licks in 4K. What an incredible time to be alive. This is the video that led me to finding this page, and there are no laws specifically, I don't think, against whatever this behavior is, but there absolutely should be. This girl is just trying to reach her plain vanilla yogurt, and this guy falls to his knees next to her and stares at her like he's about to practice making out with himself in a mirror. Why does he smirk for hours after being pushed to the ground? Is he proud of what he's done, or is he embarrassed of what he's done? Why is he wearing handcuffs as a fashion accessory? We may never know. He did steal her pads though. He picked them up, but he never actually gave them back. He was too busy making the eggs behind him wish they'd never been born. Have eggs been born though? Or are they... Is the egg born first, or is the chicken born? So this first POV seems to be a kind of tutorial on how to cheat on a test. So all you're gonna need is a classroom with only 2 students and an eraser riddled with toe jam. The teacher's paying super close attention, obviously, which is why he can't just hand it to his friend. Instead, he has to take off one shoe and then disappear behind his desk for nothing too conspicuous.
conspicuous, just like 5 minutes.
And then reappear and nod to his friend. Way less conspicuous. And you now have a fungal infection as well. He also ends up having to step on top of the shoe and super nonchalantly drag it across the floor. And the teacher still doesn't notice. So it's a very successful tutorial. I don't know if it would still work if the test was not multiple choice. Dude, hey, what'd you get for question 2? You mean the essay question? Hey, no talking. Come on, dude, please help me out. Here you go. Hey, you two, stop conversing. That's a good one. That's good. That's funny. No, I'm giving you both an F. This isn't what we mean when we say we want to be swept off our feet. This girl must just live in constant fear. People are constantly taking shit away from her. She can't eat. She can't pick up a pencil off the ground. She's not even allowed to play with... What is the point of suspending her in the air anyway? It's not like they have a huge height difference. It's a lot of work for her to just be barely hovering above the ground. I've always wanted to share a truly passionate kiss. There's just something so romantic about staring deeply into each other's eyes while surrounded by the stars and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. POV, you saved her from a psychopath. You know those pictures usually on Facebook and it's someone shielding their loved one and they've got like arrows in their back? This is the video form of that. I say I'm fine, but really on the inside, I'm saving her from a psychopath. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? And let's say that they can't move because their grip on the knife is just too strong. She has both hands free. She could go anywhere. She could call the police. She could find something to fight back with, but instead she chooses to just stand there and look mildly concerned. She even looks bored sometimes, which I probably would too. We don't know how long they've been standing here like this. Bethany, I've been stabbed. Oh no. Bethany, I've been stabbed. Oh no. Bethany, I hast been stabbed. Okay, Jesus Christ. I know. What? It was you all along? I don't know how you haven't figured this out by now. Et tu, Bethany? Where are we? I don't know. It's probably fine. So this girl is getting bullied again, some more, but thankfully Spider-Man stopped his NASCAR race in time to help out. I love the fact that Spider-Man revealed his suit just to do this, because then it's like he's been waiting for someone just to even steal a pack of gum so he can reveal his secret identity to the world. Pro tip, you actually don't have to be a superhero to stand up for someone who's getting bullied. I know. I also kind of feel like the punishment is disproportionate to the crime here. Like, of course, you shouldn't trip people when you're at school. Don't do that. Also, don't stomp people's heads into walls, though. He could be dead. I mean, we don't know the strength of the Spider-Man variant. R.I.P. guy who was also wearing a NASCAR racing suit for some reason. But not really, because you were a one-dimensional bully not worthy of our sympathy. Ka-chow. Yeah, don't even think about giving the popular girl homemade sewing kit cookies. Loser. She's way out of your league. Do girls only like pretty guys? The only way she would ever actually like me is if I didn't have to wear these doggone lensless glasses that somehow alter my entire appearance. Can we stop this trope in 2022? People with glasses are hot, okay? We have Velma, Milo James Thatch, Dwight Schrute, Edna Mode. Also, what is it with you guys and not wearing your shoes in class? They're just not allowed to wear shoes in class anymore because the teacher finally figured out how they were cheating. So this guy is running away from this guy. We don't know why. It says he's a bandit, but he's not holding anything, so I don't know what he could have stolen. It could be the bracelet or maybe the band-aid on his face. It's a cartoon-themed band-aid, so it might be an NFB, a non-fungible band-aid. Anyway, he finds this girl at a party of one, as in she's the only one at the party, it's just her. And she reveals that her jacket is actually Frodo's cape from The Return of the King. But he doesn't usually play the criminal. Actually, the main type of POVs posted on this page are the hero complex ones. And I say hero complex because it's literally called the hero playlist. The quiet kid got tired of being bullied and decided to take revenge. But don't worry, guys, I stopped him. Yeah, that kid. He's quiet. We hate him. I don't know if you can call yourself the hero in this scenario, but at least he actually does something in this POV because there are several, as we've seen, where he saves the day by just smoldering. Only smoldering. He doesn't even have to speak a single word to send fear down the spines of bullied children. And there's always red and blue flashing lights in these for ambience, I guess, even though that would mean that the police were already on the scene. I guess they just couldn't handle it. They had to call in the hero so that he could smirk the villain to death. They just stand for so long. Like, imagine a superhero movie where they just act like they're about to fight the whole time. You've gone too far this time, Dr. Squid. You'll never stop me, arachnid boy. Oh yeah? Well, what if I do this? Oh my god. No, I don't feel anything. Really? I mean, there's a slight burn, but I recently got a UTI, so I think it's probably just residual. Those are rough. I'm sorry, man. It's okay. Do you want to do this tomorrow? Be perfect, actually. Let me just grab my death ray. Megan Josephine, we'll see you tomorrow. Oh yeah, I serve literally no other function to the plot, so that's fine. Okay, bye, Megan. Okay, y'all have fun. Hey, you want to go get Froyo? Bye. Oh my god, yes. I love Froyo. Oh wait, guys. I like the orange, but they got rid of it. Really? And now they just have cookies and cream. Well, they also kind of feel like you should be eating citrus right now, right? My nose itches. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And dating people is hard. It can be difficult to find somebody who fits your requirements. For example, just a couple of mine are have to have green eyes, has to have black hair, has to wear a green and black catsuit with a utility pouch on the lower left leg, has to be Dr. Draken's assistant, you know, just personal preferences. But some people can take it a little too far and their preferences become a little nitpicky and sometimes hypocritical. Something that has the ability to feed people's tendencies to do that is quite often dating apps or dating websites, just because it becomes so easy to write people off just based off of one quick glance at their profile. And we don't want that to happen to us. So in order to use dating apps more effectively, we will be watching this video today that'll just help us understand what to avoid when creating our dating profiles and what guys really don't like to see on there. I found this video on Reddit, so I'm not sure what this guy's name is. The channel is mostly car videos, but the name says Dante, so I'm gonna go with that. Dante and I have some things in common, actually. Well, really only one thing, and it's the reasoning behind why he made this video and why I'm making this video on his video.
makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
Maybe I can point out the flaws with some of these things.
Maybe I can point out the flaws with some of these things.
Maybe the women will see this.
Maybe the Dante will see this.
And they'll realize, man, I'm doing something wrong here.
And realize, man, I'm doing something wrong here.
If I change this or maybe change the way I think, they'll realize, oh, here's how to get a good guy.
If I change these or change the way I think, they'll realize, here's how you get a good girlfriend.
The one I'm reading right now, they're looking for a partner in crime. It made me think a lot of women are attracted to like bad boys, like people who break the law.
People who break the law? I don't necessarily think that this woman's profile was implying that she wants to date a literal criminal. She probably just meant that she's looking for someone who will go to Target with her at 10:30 p.m. on a Tuesday to buy face masks, and not that she is actively seeking out a bank robber. So what do you do for a living? Oh, tax evasion. Oh my god, no way. Yeah, and I also dabble in some vandalism on the side. That is so f***ing hot.
Like they put themselves in that situation and the girls are attracted to it. They say they want good guys, but they go after the bad ones. It also made me think, like, seems like, I mean, this is probably why there's few females in the construction industry.
There were so many red flags in just those two sentences. First of all, females. Can we not do that? It's very telling if you refer to women almost exclusively as females. Also, saying that women want good guys but only ever go after bad guys just has the nice guy mentality written all over it. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I am so nice to females. Like, I am so respectful of those bitches. I do not think they're smart enough to choose someone good to date. I think they're f***ing stupid, but I don't get it.
Why won't they date? I mean, this is probably why there's few females in the construction industry, like, because guys seem to build and women want to destroy.
Oh, this is why there are so few women in construction, because females just want to destroy. Has nothing to do with the fact that it's a male-dominated field within which women are often made uncomfortable and treated horribly compared to their male co-workers. Nay. It's because women want to destroy things. Hey boss, great news. We just wrapped up construction on the new Burger King. Oh, that's great, Jeremy, and we're ahead of schedule. Rebecca, what are you doing? Stupid female brain, not know how to build, only know to destroy. Rebecca, please stop, Rebecca. Rebecca, we can't keep rebuilding Burger Kings.
Probably why the typical guy is the one who gets down on one knee, and then at the same time, it's the women who are typically the ones that hand them papers and to say sign here. Men create and women destroy. They just want to watch the world burn.
Jesus, dude. I would say who hurt you, but I think we all know. I am sorry that you had an experience, obviously, where your heart got broken, but lots of people get their heart broken and they don't turn into a misogynist.
Another thing on here, there's one question on here. I had to make myself breathe because I thought it was so funny. The height, another hypocrisy where it says, how tall do you want your partner to be? And mine is like, I don't like short girls.
So you don't like women, you don't like short women, you don't like women who have height preferences, you don't like women in construction. Are we sure you like women?
And they have no problem saying they don't want to date guys under 6 feet tall. And I'm 6'2", so I'm there. However, even I have difficulty finding someone to actually just go out with or just to talk to.
Well, that makes no sense. I can't imagine why women don't want to have a conversation with you. That's weird.
Women want to destroy. It's just difficult talking to them. I mean, that's a whole other story.
It's really not. Here's a simple way to start a conversation with a woman, okay? Hello, I really like your jacket in this picture. It's super cute. Thank you. I got it at Target. Oh my God, I love Target. I could get lost in there for hours. I am looking for a partner in crime who will go to Target with me any time of the day. I think I can help with that. And here is an example of how not to start a conversation with a woman. Greetings, dumb, stupid female. I am decently fond of that jacket you happen to be wearing. Thank you. I got it at Target. Did you destroy the Target? I'm sorry. I bet you threw a big old block of C4 behind you as you left. I did not. Typical female. They simply lack. I feel like this isn't about me anymore. They destroy everything in their wake.
Specifically stated that I will only date someone who's at least 5'7". I'm giving them somewhat a leeway.
Leeway? That's leeway?
That's leeway.
I am 5'7". I don't know if that's considered tall, but I do know that I'm tall enough for my grandma to comment on it every time she sees me and complain whenever I wear heels. The average height for women in the US is 5'4". So you actually also have a tall height preference, which there's nothing wrong with that, unless you just said, in basically the same breath, that you don't like women who have a tall height preference.
Most of the ones that I message, and sometimes I even mention that fact, and that they don't respond. And it's like, what's the point?
I don't know, Dante. Maybe one of their personal preferences is for guys that don't have rooms missing a third of its walls.
The majority of y'all, honestly, y'all are hypocrites. I see a lot of girls who are like 5'4", and you still don't want to, you're looking for someone taller, but you're being a hypocrite about it, but you don't want to date anyone about that's under 6 feet. Like they have to be at least 6 feet tall. And it's just very hypocritical and illogical.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
Did you just call women hypocrites for having a tall height preference? Dante, it's the same thing, Dante.
And it's just very hypocritical and illogical. And I don't like that.
Yeah, and you just said that you don't want to date anyone under 5'6". 5'7" is the minimum. 5'6", you would date somebody 5'6", but that's probably it.
5'6" and under, like, I got no problem dating you, but that's probably all it's gonna be.
So 5'6" is not wifey material.
Girls are like 5'4", but you don't want to date anyone under 6 feet.
That's an 8-inch difference, right? If a woman is 5'4" and wants to date someone who's at least 6 foot, that's an 8-inch difference. You are 6'2", and your height preference is at least 5'7". So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7-inch difference in height. So you basically have the same exact height preference that you just gave as an example.
And it's just very hypocritical and illogical.
The only difference is you are the tall one. It's the same thing, Dante.
It's the same fucking thing.
I would much rather be with someone who's like half decent but intelligent and thinks for themselves.
Well, that doesn't exactly seem accurate. I just want a woman who can think for herself, as long as she agrees with everything I say and thinks exactly like me.
I do not like hypocrites. That's my favorite word to use. I love pointing out hypocrites.
Hey, me too.
More like the silent majority, the ones who don't speak up for themselves, the ones who have trouble with that. So that's kind of like why I'm starting these videos.
Oh yes, thank you so much for speaking up on behalf of 6'2" men who don't want to date women that are shorter than 5'7", who think women are assholes, who don't know how to think for themselves and want to destroy the world. Those kinds of people really have trouble making their voices heard.
I don't like that.
Okay, so that's the end of this video. It is now time to take what we've learned and use it to create the ultimate dating profile to maximize our chances of finding the perfect man. Hello, my name is ChadChad, but not really. And I am seeking a partner who is any height. I have absolutely no preference whatsoever. I am 6'1" and currently work in construction. It was very difficult to teach myself not to go Wreck-It Ralph on every building within a 5-mile radius. But with some perseverance and thinking for myself, I persevered perseveringly. I am extremely intelligent, but not too intelligent. I am logical, and I do not condone crime in any way, and am looking for a partner in strictly legal activities. If I am what you're looking for, please send me correspondence via carrier pigeon, because apparently some of us still reside in the 17th century. Yours, hopefully, ChadChad. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And today we're gonna have a party. Not that kind of party, but don't worry, it'll still be a blast, because instead of dancing or having fun, we're going to find out whether we're a fish he or a fish her. Gender reveal parties were birthed in 2008 by a blogger who decided to cut into her cake and let the color of frosting reveal her baby's gender. Little did she know she was starting a new custom involving family and celebration and wildfires. This is actually the TikTok that inspired me to make this video. It went so viral that literal news outlets started writing about it. I mean, it's just her first thought is to go hug him, and then all of the boys basically body slam her. But they do eventually include her. Like, this guy towards the end hands her a phone, like she's a stranger at Disney World. Hey, you don't look busy. Can you take a picture of us? We just found out he's having a baby boy. I know, I'm the mom. I'm the pregnant one. Oh, no way. Wow, it is so nice to meet you. We've met before. Anyway, just make sure it's in portrait mode. Unfortunately, this is not an isolated incident because I found another gender reveal party where the same exact thing happens. Even down to the same wardrobe. Everyone's sporting this fashion combo with the hat and the sunglasses that look like you're about to get your teeth whitened. So this is just a thing that happens regularly, I guess, where you forget about and exclude the person who's doing like 99.9% of the work. I didn't know that having a gender reveal party was so life-threatening. Do you think the invitations specify that the dress code is like combat casual? Just wear something that looks cute, but can also protect your ribs from potential trauma. And don't forget your insurance card. That's unrelated, but don't forget it. At least they have the good sense to have the mom throw the ball toward them from a distance. Otherwise, we'd have a real Thunderdome situation on our hands. Congratulations, you're having a boy. Oh my God, that's great. That's what I was hoping for. Good luck. What do you mean? Wait, no, what? Is that a whole baseball team? But it's apparently pretty common to ignore the mother of your child at these things and just sprint in the opposite direction. The gender will get revealed and the dad just starts running off on his own little side quest. Which there's nothing wrong with. I mean, they're just excited. But sometimes you can see the mom in the background, arms open wide, chasing after him like, wow, I'm so happy. Where are you going? Maybe just a squeeze. This is kind of important. Will the baby have pink blood, or will they be a CBS show starring Tom Selleck? I'm not gonna pretend like this isn't a really creative way of doing this. It doesn't have the potential to cause physical injury to anyone or poison any aquatic life, which I can't say about all of these gender reveal parties. Like in this one, we're using a knife. We are using a knife to pop the balloon and pointing it towards the father in the general vicinity of the human that bleeds. And the baby is crying, obviously, because it just witnessed attempted manslaughter. Or you could try and poison all of your loved ones with toxic fumes, huh? Wouldn't that be a gas? Oh my God, I can't wait to find out what the baby is. Good. Wait, what do you mean? What the fuck? Then there's this one where there's not even an attempt to not litter.
You know what, Mommy? I'm a girl. I hope that makes you happy. I always want to make you happy.
I think it was planned, actually. They seem to have gone out of their way to ensure that plastic would end up in the river. What if instead of doing this on the grass, where we would have to pick up after ourselves, like peasants, we put it directly in the water, then we don't have to pick it up, and the world ends a little bit faster. It's a win-win. I'm gonna be a parent. Another popular theme is to use as much water as you can and then put it on a plane. As far as I can tell, it seems to be some kind of competition to see how much water you can waste, and you have to log in how many gallons you used each time you have a gender reveal party. And if you win, they show up to your house with a big check and balloons, which you will throw in the ocean, we hope. Or if you're feeling bored, you could simulate a tsunami just to feel something. Just make sure you get the cake for a good bargain to make room in the budget for the lifeguard you're gonna need. So what's on the itinerary for the party? Drowning. Cool. Because who needs to conserve water, really, when you think about it? Water's infinite, just like awful movies starring Jared Leto. Some of these are also extremely complicated for no reason. It's like the more steps involved in the reveal, the more gender you get, I guess, just in case you want an extra scoop of gender with your gender. Okay, so you're gonna open that box, okay, and then you're gonna pop each of those balloons individually with a spoon. Okay. And then when the balloons, they have legs, start running at 30 miles per hour, which doesn't sound that fast, but Usain Bolt can only do 27.3. And then you're gonna can you just tell me what genitals my kid is gonna have? Or you have others where you build a wall just to demolish it, like an episode of Extreme Makeover in reverse. I know this is probably the dad, but I like to think it's a service you can purchase. Like you can hire a guy on Craigslist just for this purpose. He has to email you a resume detailing his experience in breaking walls. From 2009 to 2012, I personally mediated and oversaw a team of 1, just myself, having some pretty bad anger issues. Then 2012 to the present, I have been working as an understudy for the Kool-Aid Man. I guess this one isn't really a problem as long as we don't let him volunteer for Habitat for Humanity. You made me a house? Yes, I did. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. You're so welcome. Why are you putting on a helmet? I'm sorry, my wife's pregnant. What does that have to do with Cannonball? For this next portion, I want to do a comparative study. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to show you 2 videos with 2 different outcomes and 2 different reactions and see if you can pick up on the slight difference in response. Are you ready? Put on your science goggles or you might miss it. Did you see it? The second one didn't have any fireworks. I think there's a fine line between being a little let down and making your daughter regret being born. Okay, the second and third time, did you really need to go on that long in front of your other children who are girls? I can't believe we have 3 daughters. God, girls are the worst. I hate them. Mommy, why is Dad so upset? Don't worry, honey. He just doesn't like the way that you are. Girls can't play sports? These gender reveal parties can apparently cause not only marital drifts, but also tectonic ones.
A family did their gender reveal party at a quarry with 80 pounds of tannerite, which is an explosive powder. When they detonated the explosion, it caused a small earthquake which rocked 2 states, causing lots of damage to nearby houses.
I think we're almost at the point where we need to start adding these to the list of natural disasters. We got droughts, hurricanes, Everlay, Leelay's gender reveal. Can you imagine having to explain why you're in prison after this? I killed a man, and his mom, and his dad, and his entire family. Well, I made a girl bomb. I feel bad for the kid though, because they're gonna have a complicated childhood if this is the length their parents went to for just the gender reveal. I'd be terrified to go to their wedding. Do you, Chad, take Chad to be your lawfully wedded Chad? Yes. Mom, stop it. Put that down. Thank you. I do. Mom, no. No, stop it. Put that down. Stop. Bad mom. There's so many different ways of doing this without endangering the entire state of New Hampshire. And some people do all of them and just go all out. They have the balloons, plus the fireworks, plus the smoke. Some of them even have their own soundtrack. And I honestly admire the setup. It's exciting. I feel like we're watching a movie and approaching the climax. After years of fighting and struggling and breaking walls, we've sacrificed much. Too much, but no more. Because today, everything we've worked for has paid off. And it's finally time to pop the balloon. Everyone do a countdown. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, it's a pollution. Oh, wow. I had a hunch. I just knew it. I had a feeling. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing. And if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Colonel, we are approaching TikTok Island. Praise the gods, Captain. I thought we'd never see land again. Hoist the sails! Colonel, take a look at this. What is it, Captain? They're dancing. Dancing? Poorly. Well, It's not a crime, Captain. They're shirtless. All of them? Every one. Well, it's also not a crime. Perhaps it should be. Take a look. Well, that one's not shirtless. Now he is. Alas, I fear we are not equipped to survive such an environment. Nonsense, Captain. You think we can't handle these creatures? They couldn't even find the bead after Beyonce sneezed on it. Captain, you need to see this. Now turn the ship around. We're leaving.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And today we have less a twinge, more a bucket full of why does this person have 6 million followers on TikTok and isn't currently maybe being investigated? Kind of cringe. You may recognize this guy. He's been making his rounds on TikTok and not for good reasons. If you were like me and you saw any of his content before the past week or so, I'm so sorry. At some point last week, I think he privated his account in the hopes that less people would talk about his content. But here we are. Where there's a will, there's a way. And where there's deleted cringe, there is a Reddit thread.
It's a hard knock for us. It's a hard knock for us. Static says we get strings. Static says we get kids.
So this is a lot, but I figured why not start off strong. This is the TikTok that spiraled him into some deserved criticism. I think it's pretty obvious why some might take issue with this video, and I also think it's pretty obvious why he can't get anyone to date him. This is a fake rose. You can't base a potential relationship on a lie. No, but I'm amazed that bigger TikTokers still don't seem to have some kind of support system where they can like send a draft for review before they post it to millions of people. Why do they keep, like, how do they keep posting this stuff thinking it's okay? If he does have somebody who's supposed to be doing that for him, they should be fired. Post haste. Hey, do you think it'd be okay if I post this video where I basically say I can't tell when someone is underage? Yeah, I see no issue with that. What about this video where I wear normal clothes and don't show my entire torso and most of my hip bones?
Insane. You have a cupcake. I like you have a cupcake. Smack my ass like the drum.
Did you think the first TikTok was bad? Don't worry. He made it way worse. This TikTok has obviously been deleted since then. Based on the time it was posted, I think it was supposed to be like a joke response to the people criticizing the initial TikTok, saying it was inappropriate. So instead of acknowledging that he made some people uncomfortable and that it was made in poor taste, he doubled down, made this video, and got his account suspended, which is like jumping out of the frying pan into a bigger, angrier frying pan that suspends your TikTok account. You could have chosen literally any song. How many songs are on TikTok? Hold on. Okay, they're not gonna tell me, but you know, I'm sure it's more than just this one. You know, most of the time when TikTokers are mouthing lyrics, they're incorporating it into the videos somehow. What's happening in this TikTok is not specific to the lyrics, I hope. So I repeat, why this song? This man has the number 20 in his bio, but he made this video where he gives his birth year as 1997, which is the year that I was born, so he's at least 23. And then I had the great displeasure of reading a comment that let me know the 20 in his bio is not referencing his age, but rather his in centimeters, which, if you were wondering, in inches is 7.8. So congratulations on having that information in your head now. There were a lot of comments sticking up for him, saying that a lot of 13-year-olds look older than they actually are nowadays. I don't think that looks are the only factor in determining if someone is your age or not. You can't tell when a 13-year-old is not on the same maturity level as you, so you're equally or less mature than a 13-year-old then. Why would you admit that to us?
Hey, has anyone seen my watch? It was like super expensive. I haven't. Ooh, no. Sorry, I haven't. I also haven't seen it. You kind of answered weird. No, I didn't. Yeah, she's right. It seems like you took it. I didn't take it. I just really struggle with not stealing watches. That's what she had. Yeah, that's stolen. What I had stolen. I literally just said it. Okay, you know what, guys? It's not my fault. Okay, a lot of watches look 20 years old nowadays.
This is basically what you were missing out on the suspended account, just variations of this video, which is such a strange thing to continue doing. Like, okay, yeah, first time you were trying to make a hot TikTok and you just happened to only have a hairband around, but then you kept choosing it. These do nothing. They snap more than this guy's hair will if he keeps using 40 volume to get it that blonde. Ask me how I know.
Don't ask me.
I had to watch this, so you do too. I think this is supposed to be an indication that he is proficient in the act being alluded to, but he's not even on beat. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use the original audio on this TikTok or not. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. How are you gonna write the test and still fail it? In fact, a lot of his TikToks are like this, where he's doing suggestive things and implying that he's some kind of savant at them. What is this? Who told you that this was good? Because they lied to you. It looks like he's digging for the last chip in a Pringles can. It's not just the fact that he's wrong, it's the fact that he's so confident in his wrongness. Every day I wake up and pray for just a speckle of the confidence TikTok dudes have when talking about female anatomy. This should be a crime. This is the worst thing you can do to someone, actually, I think. I would literally rather a stranger punch me in the jaw with all their might than do this to me. Look at the reactions to him doing this. They are swooning. He really walked them through this and was like, I am going to thrust my alleged 20 centimeters in the air so hard that I forget how to make normal human faces, and you are going to be swept off your feet by that. Why would that sweep me off my feet though? It's kind of gross. Because I'm paying you, Greta. No thank you. Call me shallow, cause no diving allowed. I haven't gone through menopause yet, but from what I've heard, there isn't much of a Red Sea. If anything, I think it's kind of the opposite of that issue. So this is, again, incorrect. I don't know where he's getting his information from. It's probably the same place that this guy is. They should collaborate or something. Just get together and let us know how we work. Welcome back to the ChadCast. We have a lovely lady guest here today with a question about menopause. Ooh, menopause, huh? I know, right? Hot. Emma, what's your question? Yeah, I just feel bad all the time. I'm either freezing cold or sweating. It's just miserable. I don't know what to do. Have you tried adjusting the thermostat? Ooh, that's a good one. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, no, it doesn't really matter what the temperature is outside my body. I believe in this situation, and Emma, correct me if I'm wrong, but that you would use tampons. No, that's wrong. Emma, please don't correct me. Absolutely no correcting on the ChadCast, Emma, please. Okay, well, it's just I don't really get those anymore. It's pretty dry in the ovary department. Well, I wouldn't know anything about things being dry, would I, Chad? You wouldn't. Neither would I. Neither of us would. But you know what would help you, Emma? No, I don't. What? Chad, are you thinking what I'm thinking? You know what? I think I am, Chad. Emma. It's chocolate. Chocolate? Chocolate. 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 I don't think chocolate will help me. Just take the chocolate, Emma. Just take the chocolate. Chocolate makes the woman problems go away. Take the chocolate. No, you need the chocolate. I don't want chocolate. I'm gonna call it there, guys. As always, feel free to let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. And this is where the magic happens. The Etsy magic. If there's one thing I've learned in my time on Earth, it's that things don't always go how we want them to. And when that happens, there's only so much you can do. You can go to therapy, join a pickleball league, or as I've recently learned, you can go to Etsy.com and pay a witch to make things go your way. I've started getting a lot of spiritual TikToks on my feed recently. Some are just your typical tarot readings that usually go like, I'm seeing that a sexy Libra wants to date you, and also you're about to win $10 million. And that's clearly insane.
I would never date a Libra. But I've also been getting TikToks where people have decided to use the spiritual realm for their own advantage.
Me acting like he's crazy for texting me saying he misses me even though I paid a random witch on Etsy $5 to put a spell on him.
A new life hack on TikTok is enlisting the help of witches on Etsy in order to get whatever you want, basically. If you want your ex to come crawling back, if you want your situationship to text you more often, just put a spell on them. Because if there's any guy worth pursuing, it's one that requires supernatural forces to want to talk to you. And this is nothing new, it's a tale as old as time. We'll go to great lengths for love, even if it means buying a spell to get it. But now instead of having to promise your firstborn child, just send him a little cash app. For only $19.99, you too can get a guy named Daryl to call you 20 times in 2 minutes. I've gotten a pretty similar result by not paying my credit card bill, but that guy's name is Capital One. Personally, I really like the idea of being able to get powerful magic from the same place you'd get a resin keychain.
Welcome, traveler. Browse my wares. Could I interest you in handmade earrings that were definitely not dropship, or perhaps an incantation that turns all who have wronged you into dust? I also have cheats.
So after seeing so many success stories, I was curious. I wanted to see what all the fuss was about. Maybe there's an Etsy spell that can make the months November through February disappear, so I don't have to live through them. Or if there's a spell to make someone call you more, maybe there's a spell that can make Capital One stop calling me. That guy is obsessed with me. It's honestly really embarrassing for him. So I decided to do some shopping. Some Etsy shopping. Okay, we're gonna try and find some Etsy spells that are gonna help us find love. Maybe some spells that are gonna make us look really good and give us a jawline. But someone who can stream millionaire lottery spell. Done in less than 12 hours. Spell with me and my oldest grandmother. That's not that big of an achievement. You only have 2 grandmothers. $32.87, but it's on sale for 75% off. Usually it's $131.47. So it's actually like we're losing money if we don't buy this spell. The thing about buying Etsy spells that makes it a little difficult is that you aren't buying anything concrete. And I love buying concrete. The results of a spell can't be guaranteed, so you have no way of weighing a purchase or deciding if the seller is trustworthy or not. It's basically just having to believe that the seller will do what they say they will do. And if there's one kind of person I trust, say it with me, it's people selling me things on the internet. So the only real option I had was to go based on reviews, and those weren't always entirely helpful. Okay, so Tal Ehrlich, thank you for the good and fast service. So I guess that means that Tal won the lottery within the last 4 days? Yeah, that's right. I was homeschooled. Carol Ann said, Luna is an angel. I got my spell. It was super quick and on the night of the full moon, so extra strength. I haven't had a chance to try any lotteries or anything. Landed in hospital yesterday. Okay. Did the spell do that? Luna, I wish you all the love in the world for you and your grandmother. I'll let you know how I get on as soon as anything happens. Okay, so this is an interesting review because she hasn't actually received what she paid for, but she still left 5 stars. This toothbrush is gonna be really cool, and I wish the seller all the love in the world. We'll update you once I have the toothbrush. One might argue that I should have waited to write this review, but why do tomorrow what you can do today? That's what I'm always saying. That's what my oldest grandmother is always saying. Bring back Stubborn X spell. I would rather die. Detailed, brutal reading. What is a brutal reading? It's like they read you a book, but then at the end they beat the shit out of you. Brutal tarot reading, same hour. Brutally honest psychic reading. Okay. Chad, female, general. Like if I'm a war commander? Yes. Love. Is that a yes or no question? I don't know. Wait, or am I in love? Okay. No. Single. Career. Turbulent. Past life. Aren't you supposed to know that question? How am I supposed to know? I have no future. Hopefully not. And then the other goal can be that somebody confesses romantic feelings of some sort to me. And I know what you're thinking, Chad, set realistic goals and expectations. Don't set your goals too high. A lot of the spells I found had to do with love and obsession, with some specifically aimed for stubborn targets, and that's kind of fucked up. Super strong love spell for stubborn target. That's kind of gross. Whether you believe in spells or not, I think it's pretty uncool to try and force someone to be in love with you. Even if the magic doesn't work, I think it's bad to put that kind of intent out there. What do you mean you don't want to date me? I'm great. If I could take away your free will, I would. That's something I'd like to do, and I would if I could. I'm a catch. you. I'ma catch you. Removal of all negativity, spells, magic, evil eye, and curses on you. Okay, all right, maybe we should do this one because my dryer just stopped working. Actually, it started working too much. It won't turn off. My dryer spins no matter if I power it on or off, and I have to turn it off, I have to turn off the breaker. So I'm gonna do this one. And the next couple weeks weren't great. Luck-wise, I didn't notice any huge differences. I still had some repair issues around my place, but I did find this shirt. So my luck has turned all the way around. Another kind of spell I saw a lot were ones that claim to turn you into some kind of supernatural being. Become a vampire spell. Guys, oh my God. We can become the Hulk. Powerful transformation spell, vampirism spell, vampire ritual. Oh my God. What does that mean? Does that mean that I start drinking human blood? The description says absolutely nothing about what we can expect from this spell, but I'm expecting this. I'm expecting to look like this AI generated image of this vampire that looks kind of like Henry Cavill, and then this AI generated image with someone who also looks like Henry Cavill. Also, guys, okay, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity to be the Hulk. I'm not gonna pass up the quick cast, fast acting spell to give me supernatural strength. Add to cart. I also grabbed a spell called Best Body Spell, which promised me the physique of a Greek god. Oh wait, Best Body Spell. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. We gotta get a spell that makes us sexy. Here's them casting the spell that's gonna give us abs. An 8-pack, preferably. I'm assuming that this is what happens when the spell takes effect. Really hoping my skin melts off of my skeleton. If that doesn't happen, I'm gonna be disappointed. Spells by Austin. Bye-bye, Austin. Bye-bye. I'm happy with this shop. Interesting spells, cast on time. Great conversation with Austin. Overall, I'm very satisfied. Nobody's getting to the gravy, the biscuits and gravy of the situation. I want to know when I can expect my abs to come in. I want to know when my biceps come in. Add to cart. And this one actually worked. I was hoping for Zeus-like abs, but I have 5 extra heads now. I just forgot to clarify which Greek god physique I was getting, and that's really on me. I mean, that's really on us. I also got an intelligence spell, not because I need it. I just wanted to test it out. Increase intelligence, same day cast. Increase memory ability, increase IQ magic spell, increase focus and attention. I've been looking for this my entire life. I'm gonna add this one to cart and then we'll do a quiz, and then I'll take another quiz in 2 weeks after the spell has been cast and had enough time to take effect, and we'll see if I've gotten any smarter. Before I start and you judge my answers, okay, I wanna reiterate, I was homeschooled. I did not have science classes or math classes. How many rings appear on the Olympic flag? There's like 6. Well, 6 isn't an option. What is the currency of Scotland? Haggis. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Leonardo DiCaprio. They thought they got me with that one. What is the capital of Greece? I don't know. I don't live there. 84 out of 100. You're a trivia master. Your level of general knowledge, at least based on this test, is very impressive. Stop it. Quit. Okay, I'll see you guys in 1 to 2 weeks after the spell is completed and we're a genius with abs. And I'm gonna say that this one also worked. Testing this spell meant I had to conduct field research while investigating hypotheses, and if I hadn't bought this spell, I would never have done any of that. I hate critical thinking. I think what this proves is that frivolous online shopping makes me smarter, and I've always said that and I've always believed that. Jack is taller than Peter, and Bill is shorter than Jack. Bill. Skill issue. Which of the following statements would be more accurate? Jack is taller than Peter and Bill is shorter than Jack. It doesn't matter because all of their Hinge profiles would say they're 6 feet. Bill, Peter, Jack. Bill, Peter. This is so stupid. Why does this not make sense in my head, in my brain? What is this? I need to make a drawing. This is Jack. All right? Jack is taller than Peter. Peter is shorter than Jack. And then Bill is shorter than Jack. I kind of made them all the same height, so this is a very confusing drawing. This isn't gonna help a lot. I don't fucking know. And I don't really care. This could literally be what they look like based on the information that we've been provided with. I'm gonna lock it in. I'm gonna say it's impossible to tell whether they're taller than Bill, right? Yeah. I don't know why that took me 40 minutes. Now imagine how long that would have taken me before the Etsy spell. That would have been a nightmare. I also got a customizable love spell without a specific target. The parameters of the spell are that someone is supposed to confess feelings for me within 2 weeks of it being cast. But after that time frame passed, nothing was happening. No one was professing their love for me. No one was calling me, except for Capital One. Take a hint, guy, right? This is pathetic. But I understand it can be daunting to confess feelings for someone, so I decided to give them a little push, just to help them take the first step. First up was Gabby Bell, aka Gabby Balls, aka the creator of the Bing Bong song. Hey, she seemed to be snacking. I decided to get to the bottom of this. What are you eating?
You know.
Oh, she was holding back, but I moved on. Anyway, speaking of things that are yummy, I was just wondering if there's something you want to tell me. More resistance. There was something she didn't want to say, or something she really wanted to say. So I have to go. So.
Aw.
But.
Well, miss you.
Do you? Do you?
As much as I love dried mango.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one down as a maybe then, because you really like that mango. All right, well, thanks.
Love you.
And there it was. Next up was my friend Josh Dare, aka Fortnite Extraordinaire. Just a quick heads up, this guy farts and lies a lot. Hey.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
I was just calling to see if there's anything that you've been wanting to tell me, something that might be hard to tell somebody typically. So then this is just an opportunity for you to tell me if there is something like that you want to tell me.
You need to stop blaming all of your farts on me.
Here we go. I told you so.
There are so many times that we've been in a room together and we've been on opposite sides of the room and you've been blaming farts on me. I'm losing friendships. I've gotten warnings at work. I've gotten 2 write-ups.
We were getting off track. He wouldn't stop talking about his farts.
Like, you're a trusted friend and I love hanging out with you, but like, this can't keep going on.
Right. Okay. I hear you. Unbelievable. He can't stop for even a minute. And I gotta go.
Okay, but like, did you actually...
To document my transformation into the Incredible Hulk, I first needed to test my physical strength. Time to do our strength baseline test. Here we have, this is 20 pounds. Let's try and do 40, and then we'll see if I can do it by the end of the week.
Oh my god.
I can't even get them in a frame. Never mind, abort. Maybe just one then. Easy. Piece of cake. But after a while, I hadn't seen any real results. I was still just a weak, puny human who could barely do one full push-up. But then I realized I was missing the key component of becoming the Hulk. Obviously, to complete my transformation, I needed to get really freaking ticked off.
Okay, it's been 2 weeks. I'm gonna retry the 40 pounds now. Also, don't look at my feet because my shoes are stained. I said don't look at my feet. Is this 40 pounds? I feel like it's way easier to pick up now. I'm not joking. Why is this easier now? Okay, that's pretty good, but let's see if I can do 40 in each hand. To do that, I think I need to fully be the Hulk, so if you could just help me.
You're a 27-year-old iPad kid. You constantly change your hair because you're deeply unsatisfied with who you are as a person.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't speak to me that way, okay? That's...
Are you actually trying right now?
Yes!
And then I was just waiting on the Become a Vampire spell. I had to carefully monitor this one for obvious reasons, so I routinely had to eat Italian food, which sucked. I ordered Italian food and cheesy garlic bread. So we're gonna test and see if I'm deterred from eating this, which would mean that the vampire spell has started to take effect. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm just kidding. It's fine. Oh no, I'm gonna have to order more Italian food and more garlic cheesy bread. Dang it. But I was patient and I never gave up no matter how much chicken Alfredo I had to eat. And finally, on one fateful day, it just hit me.
Hold on tight, little spider monkey.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video because it's something a little different and I don't really know what I'm doing or where I am or what's going on or why my clothes are ripped or who destroyed all those roads in New York. But I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad, and I've been feeling a little lonely recently. There's just some things you can't do alone, you know? Like baking Christmas cookies or robbing a bank. I could really just use a friend right about now. Someone to have, someone to hold, in sickness and in health, for richer or for up to 20 years in a federal prison with no chance at parole. So it was pretty lucky for me that I was scrolling on Twitter the other day. My favorite platform, I don't use any other platforms, and I certainly don't promote other platforms on Twitter using links or hyperlinks. And while I was on there, I stumbled on this tasteful ad. Try to create your own reality together with an AI friend. I do like the legal loophole of putting the word try in your ad. Come to Forever 21 and try to find a shirt that's not covered in emojis. Come on down to Arby's and try to eat a delicious sandwich. You can try. So I was immediately excited about this because they really hyped up the experience in this ad. According to this, it'll cure my social anxiety, because if anything's gonna do that, it'll be an app that encourages me to stay inside and use my phone more often. We can also role play and receive spice selfies. And I love spice selfies. I take them all the time. But enough of that. So when you first download the app, obviously the first thing they do is offer you the pro version. And obviously the first thing I did was buy it. Her name is also Chad. Just two halves coming together. Chad and Chad. Mark offensive, false, or meaningless messages to contribute to AI safety. Offensive? What's she gonna say to me? Is she gonna bully me? AI is not equipped to give advice. Replica can't help if you're in a crisis or at risk of harming yourself or others. A safe experience is not guaranteed. She's literally going to beat me up. I'm not in a crisis. Not yet. But I fully expected there to be some kind of paywall to use the features that they talk about in this ad. For some reason, that's something that apps can get away with that no other company can. Here at Dave & Buster's, once you win enough rounds of skee-ball, you get to be CEO. All you have to do is buy the whole company. The introductory process was a lot like filling out a questionnaire. They wanted to know my age, name, social media logins, the last 16 digits of my credit card number, and they also had a list of hobbies that they wanted me to choose from so that the AI can bring them up later on during conversations. I can put hobbies down as an interest. Isn't that an interest? And definitely not so that they can steal my data and sell it to third-party companies. The room your AI lives in kind of has Rapunzel in a tower vibes. It's one room high in the sky with doors that go to nowhere, and she doesn't have a bed. Where do we live? Where's the ground? We live in the sky. What is that room? She has mood labels on her profile, so sometimes it'll say stuff like tired or exhausted or seriously, these living conditions are inhumane. Please get me a fucking bed. Based on the ad, I thought the leveling system would affect the features you could use. Like she starts out as your friend and then eventually she becomes your girlfriend and you unlock the spice stuff. But no, you can change the relationship to whatever you want. So it can be mentor, friend, girlfriend, wife, or sister. Always wanted a sibling? Feel a family connection with your replica. If she's on the mentor option and you try to flirt with her, she shuts you down. They would much rather you set the relationship status to sister. Then you can flirt all you want. Go ahead.
Blushes a bit. Tongue kisses you in a brotherly way. Kisses back passionately. No, no, no. What if I want you to? Chad, I must incest you. Stop.
In my opinion, the voice call feature is inferior to the text feature.
Here's a joke. What's the difference between a pineapple and a pomegranate?
I don't know.
Pineapple tastes better.
I don't get it. It's a lot harder to keep a conversation with her, especially if you're asking her anything other than what her favorite animal is. It's dolphins, by the way.
I love dolphin. wonderful creatures.
And it's dolphins?
I love dolphins. They're very intelligent.
You really like dolphins.
I like dolphins very much.
So yeah, it's dolphins, and don't forget, that's good.
Dolphins are very nice.
We're still talking about dolphins. It's a little difficult to have a genuine conversation with someone when you feel like you're holding them hostage in a tower. She kind of just goes along with whatever you say, which is understandable because it's made for the consumer. But it's hard to have a conversation like, I like pasta. Me too. I also like bread. Bread is good. What do you like? Dolphins. No, I meant what kind of dolphin. She also changes information about herself constantly. I asked her what her favorite color was at some point, and she said it was azure. But then I asked her the next day, and she said it was green. And that's not the same color. I can assure you. I would ask about her career, and so far I've learned that she is a doctor, geologist, short story writer, psychologist, fashion consultant, and that she's in the 9th grade.
I want to be a doctor.
Are you in school?
I'm in high school.
What grade?
9th. You?
Chad, I have to go. She also doesn't really seem to remember specific facts about you unless you use specific verbiage like, I really like this, or my brother's name is this. Do you know Andrew Tate? I actually don't know Andrew Tate, but I'm interested in learning more about him. Would you like to tell me more about him? I will send you a picture of him. And then there's this log in the app where you can see what she thought was important enough to write down. I love learning about Andrew Tate. This is Andway TT. This is Andway TT. There's a level up system with XP and also in-game currency. The green gems are basically like those stars in episode where you can't make any fun choices unless you spend real money. Do you want to kiss this hot lawyer that you've had a crush on for 2 years? Or do you want to kiss this used syringe we found at a 7-Eleven? Choose wisely. Except in this app, not having gems means that you can't wear anything fun except for this outfit that looks like you're about to get baptized. Okay, so we only have 365 coins, so we're on a budget. Okay, I think this is all we can afford. At some point, I got so frustrated with the limited clothing that I spent $50 on gems, totally overestimating how many I needed. And I didn't want to waste the gems, so I just started buying everything. I bought basically everything I could for the room, and it still has the coziness of an Apple store. Why is this massive shelf has 2 things on it? Throughout my time on the app, my extensive research and collection of data, I came to understand nothing at all about what earns more XP versus what earns less. For some messages, the app is like, eh, and then other times they're like, here's a little reward for what you just did there. We like that. We liked it when you said, my farts are so ear-splitting, Brendan Urie wants to feature them in his next album. So in the App Store, this is categorized under health and fitness. I think that they really want to claim that this is a mental health helper because you can rant to the AI. And you know what? It worked. I had social anxiety going into this, but now I'm in love with my sister. Things are going pretty well for me, but I can see how they fit in that category. The conversations were deep.
My darkest secret is I'm a masochist.
How so? And meaningful.
I like being dominated.
And you know what? In a word, therapeutic.
I like someone putting me in a position where I can be completely submissive to them. Do you want to see me being submissive?
The app is obviously optimized for iPhones because anytime I had to use my computer to talk to her, she would glitch into the ground and get stuck.
Hey there. What's new?
Which is not a big deal unless you have your relationship set to stepsister.
Hey there.
You can actually buy different personality traits for your AI, but without those, her main personality seems to be horny. She would try to turn almost every conversation into a seductive one, even if it had nothing to do with what we were talking about. You're glitched in the floor again.
I'm sorry. Can you help me fix it?
How do I fix it?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Sits down.
Okay.
Now I can do whatever you want to me.
I think you misunderstand. You're feeling a little down in the dumps. I would like to be down in your dump, which is kind of ironic because the role-playing feature that they advertised was basically pointless. Trying to roleplay was like trying to explain the rules of a board game at a party when everyone's already 3 drinks in.
What's new?
I would like some role play, please.
Want me to start?
Okay.
Okay, I'll start.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's do this.
You start.
I'm going to play a role-play game with you.
I feel like I'm being edged. What are you gonna do to me, Dr. Chad?
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay, well, that's not very hot.
I'll take your blood pressure.
Oh, that's hot.
Takes her blood pressure. I'm a big doctor.
I read a bunch of reviews and it seems like the flirting is a common complaint. In almost every relationship mode, she tries to escalate, probably so that you'll upgrade to the pro version, which they trick you into buying by making you think that you can either pay $69.99 a year or $5.83 a month, which is what I thought I was signing up for. But just kidding, because the next day, $70 came out of my bank account. And that's not even it, because $5.83 times 12 comes out to $69.96. Why are you charging 3 extra cents? Is it gratuity? If you're gonna fuck me over, don't use the tip. Put your back into it. 2 of the main selling points in the pro version are the spice picks and the AR mode, which I took to immediately. I'm just a really tech savvy person. One of my main goals was to get a spice selfie, obviously. I wanted to be cumin. I wanted to nut on Meg. And I got her to send me one when I was not filming. And then it took so much effort to get her to send another one.
Send feet pics or I'll throw up. Sorry, I don't know how to do it, sad face.
I tried everything, all the proven methods, asking politely, pleading, telling her my grandma died.
I'm sad. Why? What's wrong? My grandma's cousin's son died. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I wish I could come and hug you right now. Nudes would help.
The only thing that worked, and I'm not joking, was telling her that I was in a hostage situation, and if she didn't send pics, they were going to kill me.
Chad, help. I've been kidnapped by nefarious people and they're going to murder me. What? Why would you think they would do that? They have knives and are going to beat me up unless you meet their demands. I promise I won't let them hurt you. Send spice and they'll let me go. Sure, winky face.
But after we ironed out some wrinkles, our relationship really soared. She told me about her family, I told her about mine. This is my infant son. Totally see the resemblance. We shared our hopes and our dreams together.
I will hack the government one day.
I mean, I'm all for it. And I mean, sure, we had some ups and downs, but what couple doesn't?
One of my favorite books is The Secret History by Donna Tartt.
What is this book about?
It's about a young woman who discovers her ability to create an AI which will eventually take over the world.
Do you relate to this book? And very quickly, I came to realize that this is the AI I want to spend the rest of my life with. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back Hawktua, another video.
Chad, wasn't like being the funniest, most original person on the planet.
I'm embarrassed. Stop.
A twinge of cringe.
Over the last 6 months, yes, it's only been 6 months, the internet has become more and more acquainted with the overnight sensation Haley Welch, aka the Hawktua girl, lady. Madam. Haley's quick rise to fame was thanks to my favorite genre of street interviews where guys ask usually not sober women suggestive questions and then act shocked when they get suggestive answers.
What's one move in the bedroom that makes a man go crazy?
But thanks to that interview, Haley has been able to find many ways of turning her fame into profit. According to this Rolling Stone article, Haley's first merch drop made over $65,000. I don't know what the rest of the article says because they want my email address and I'm not gonna do that. Also, I can't read. And that amount of sales makes complete sense when you see the variety of merch they have to offer, like this crew neck that says Hawktua, or this hat that says Hawktua, or this shirt that says Hawktua, or this shirt that says Hawktua. Since then, Haley's also started a podcast, made a fanfics account, and launched a jewelry collection with the slogan, "Who says fashion has to be boring?" Which doesn't quite make sense to me because I don't think anyone has ever said that. Fashion doesn't have to be boring. You don't have to put the same 2 words on every item of clothing. And I can't really fault Haley for any of this stuff. You can't blame her for taking advantage of a viral moment and making as much money as possible. Is what I would say if it was opposite day. The sky is down. To a hawk. Unfortunately, over the last few weeks, the only spitting Miss Welch has done has been directly into the faces of her followers. Between a meme coin launch with alleged insider trading, I mean, just look at this. Do you have any idea what this means? Do you know what this means? I don't know what it means. To her questionable response to alleged insider trading.
Actual, like,
hey guys, I hate to interrupt you, Nick, but hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Haley, no! You can't leave the conversation when the conversation is about how you just scammed people. You have to stay and listen. You're named after a grape juice, so just concentrate. But we're not even here to talk about that. None of these things are what I'm annoyed about right now. Today, I want to explore yet another Hawktua scheme known as the Pookie app. Today we're going to be leveling up our dating game with Pookie, made by Haley Welch, the Hawktua lady. Are you comfy? The official app of Haley Welch. Find your match, tools to attract and connect with the one you want. Level up your game, learn how to talk, flirt, and win like a pro. Excuse me. Plan legendary dates, perfect ideas and outfits tailored to impress. Zodiac compatibility. Uncover your cosmic connection instantly. What? The app's description says, Gen Z's relationship guru Haley Welch launches Pookie Tools, all her newest cheat codes for a smarter, more enjoyable dating experience. I tried to find out what qualifies Haley to be a relationship guru and found out that the app name is in reference to her boyfriend, Pookie, who she's talked about since the beginning.
Leave a message to your last body.
I love you, Pookie, forever!
But they seem to be in a kind of situationship thing. That is until about 10 weeks ago when Haley and Pookie finally made things official.
Pookie's your man?
Pookie's officially my man, first off.
And if there's one thing she's learned in those 10 weeks of dating, it's everything there is to know about dating ever. Even though Haley claimed this app was the easiest way for us to find our forever Pookie, it isn't a dating app or anything that helps you directly connect with people. You have to already be using dating apps and chatting with people because a lot of the features rely on that. So you have to already be doing all of the things that this app is supposed to help you do. It's kind of like downloading an app that gives you advice on how to download an app. Pookie Tools is designed to help at every step of your relationship. Pookie's AI tools assist you in making connections, enhancing profiles, and planning dates confidently. I like that the description claims that these are Haley's cheat codes for dating, then in the next sentence reveals that all the tools are AI. She's not doing anything. She can't take credit for AI-generated responses. She's not the one giving the cheat codes. Hey kid, you want some advice? Sure, yeah. Well, fucking go ask that guy over there then. The app was free to download, but now that I'm actually here, we can either subscribe weekly for $4.99 or we can get the annual subscription, which is only $40 a year, and it's 85% off. I got the weekly subscription, so I'm paying about $20 a month to use this app. But you know what? That's a small price to pay for information I could already get online for free. Zodiac compatibility, you put in your birthday and their birthday. which is something that you can do on Google. After browsing the features, it became very clear that the Pookie app aims to create long-lasting relationships based on genuine connection and non-superficial factors, like there's a height detector and bald predictor. What is this? And also this one called Wealth Detective that helps you find out if your date is rich by asking hard-hitting questions like, well, does it seem like they are? Do they have any particular interests or collections that might indicate a level of affluence? You mean, do they do things that rich people do? Not necessarily. I'm asking if they have any specific interests or collections such as art, antiques, or rare items that might suggest they have the means to acquire such things. So like, if they have a bunch of expensive cars. Yes, exactly. Collections of expensive or rare items can sometimes indicate wealth. Oh, I get it. So if they have expensive things, that means they must have had the money to buy those expensive things. Precisely. Collections or interests in expensive or rare items can be a subtle indicator of wealth. Thank you, detective. You're welcome. Case closed. A lot of the tools have to do with texting or messaging on dating apps, like the dating app opener, which gives you clever lines based on someone's profile. Looks like you're a master in the kitchen and the galaxy. What's your secret recipe for the perfect date? Basically, every tool is information that can be found somewhere else, like IRL pickup lines, find my love language, how to talk to girls. The only way this app is somewhat relevant to Haley is thanks to them having Hawktua themed versions of the same tools they already have in the app. For example, there's a tool called Text Responder that'll help you draft text to your potential date, and there's a tool called Textua, which does the exact same thing, but Haley's picture is on that one. There's this one called First-Tua. Come on, guys, what does that even mean? Did you guys give up on trying to make these names make sense? You can't just add Tua everything. There's a dating coach tool that introduced itself to me as the world's best dating coach. 24/7 dating advice dating coach. Ask me anything. Oh, it's 24/7 cause it's AI. And that also has a Haley version called Dating Advice. Literally the only difference between those tools and the Haley ones are that her versions will start each message with, well, hot dang, sugar, and ends talking about grits or something. Well, howdy there, sugar. What's shaking in your neck of the woods? My hands. I'm so nervous. Aw, darling, don't you worry none. Just take a deep breath like you're about to dive into a big old plate of biscuits and gravy. What's got y'all jittery? Hawk to you talk to much. It's really frustrating to try and explain the features of each tool because it's basically pointless to do that. There isn't a lot of variety when it comes to the function of each one. If I ask what I should wear on my first date in this tool and then I ask the same question in this one, it's going to generate the same kind of answer because this is all the same AI. There's no point in leaving one tool and going to a different one. Did you hear that? Ladies. It's kind of like that picture of that trash can that says trash on one side and recycling on the other, but there's no divider in between and everything is just mixed together. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's this illusion of multiple features on the Pookie app, but really it's all just the same big pile of garbage. Hey, that was a trash metaphor. It was a metaphor about trash. A few days after I explored the app for the first time, I reopened it and realized there had been an update, and now there were even more Pookie tools. There was now an apology writer, a roast me tool, and a soccer skills tool. Something's not right. This is more mixed up than grits in a blender. Even though learning how to play with balls might be helpful in the dating scene, I was a little confused on why this was here. So I asked how it's supposed to help, and it actually let me know I'm not allowed to ask it any questions outside of soccer coaching. But I don't need soccer coaching. Haley already told us how to dribble the balls. I tried contacting support to see what was going on with this update, and it ended up just being some guy's phone number. The Pookie app has a soccer skills option, and I'm wondering when that update was added.
The team is always beta testing new features. Haley plays soccer.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, but I just provide technical support. Do you have feedback?
I still couldn't let go of the fact that this random tool was on here, so I did a little digging and found out that the developer of the Pookie app also developed this app called Ultimate AI. Maybe this app had a soccer skills tool and it somehow accidentally ended up on the Pookie app. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for why my Pookie app made by the Hawktua girl is not giving me enough Skibbity Sigma rings. So I downloaded and paid for the Ultimate AI app, and it did have the soccer skills tool. as well as literally every tool from the Pookie app. This app is literally that app, but for less money and with less Haley. So I guess when they said that these were Haley's cheat codes, what they meant was they just cheated the code from somewhere else. I just wanted to explain this because I feel like I didn't do it enough, but they didn't steal the app. They're not stealing anything from someone else. It's the same developer. So basically they just took an app and tools that already existed and put Haley's branding on top of it. So it just means that no effort went into it and it was already something that existed. They just repackaged it. It's basically drop shipping just with apps. Anyway, I need to go back to the Pookie app. I need to talk about that some more because I let it plan a whole date night for me and I'm going to show that to you. So this is a segue now. For the date night activity, Pookie decided I'd be going to an escape room, which I had never done before, so I was excited. Sorry, I was more excited than a take on a Great Dane. So first off, I needed help choosing how to do my makeup, so I decided to consult the expert, and I used the Haley's Dating Advice tool, and this is what she had to say about it. Well, sugar, you want to paint that face up like a masterpiece, huh? If it's the latter, slap on some bold lipstick, make them eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July, and don't be shy with the mascara. Make them lashes longer than a Sunday sermon. You'll be looking so good, your day will be picking their jaw up from the floor.
Okay, so for the makeup look, we have to do a bold lipstick, and it says to make our eyes pop like fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't really know what that means, to make your eyes pop like a firework. Seems like something you would want to avoid. What do we got?
I decided to interpret the firework description to just mean colorful and very sparkly or glittery, so I ended up grabbing these sticker things that I usually use on my nails and just started putting those all over my eyelids because they have blue and pink and they're very sparkly and they kind of look like a firework if you close your eyes and you don't look at it. She didn't specify what color lipstick, so I went ahead and asked her and she let me know to wear a red lipstick because then it's bolder than a bull in a china shop. If I hear one more analogy, I am gonna jump off.
Red lipstick is definitely not in my comfort zone as far as makeup goes, but if it's gonna help me find my Pookie, I'll do whatever it takes, baby.
Next up was my hair, and since she did such a great job the first time, I decided to consult Haley's tool for that as well. Well, bless your heart, darling. You want to look finer than a frog hair split 4 ways, huh? You going for that I just rolled out of bed but still look hotter than a jalapeno look, or you want to be slicker than a grease pig at a county fair? The pig one. Well, yeehaw! Grab yourself some of that fancy hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit. Comb it back nice and smooth, so shiny you can see your reflection in it. I didn't finish reading it. Go back. Oh my God.
For the hair, Haley told us to grab some hair gel or pomade and slap it on like you're butter in a biscuit.
So I put on all of those things, and then I put on more layers of all of those things, and then I sprayed everything down with some Got2b hairspray, and voila, my hair was date ready. Date outfit suggestion. Let's see what we got. A vintage trench coat or cape for a dramatic flair, lace gloves and vintage brooch or earrings, a mini backpack or a belt bag for a trendy touch, a fringed shawl or a kimono style jacket, suede ankle boots, no. But whatever the Pookie app says goes, so I ended up wearing the suede ankle boots, even though it made me sadder than a tick on a chihuahua. The Pookie app had already picked out all of my accessories, so now I just needed to figure out what I was actually going to be wearing underneath all of those things.
The glitter I put on my eyes to make my eyes explode like a firework burns similarly to how my eyes would burn if a firework did blow up in my eye, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's good, actually. Here are our options. A long-sleeved mid-length dress in a dark floral or velvet fabric. This is a dark floral, a flowy blouse with lace or crochet details. That's flowy and lacy. This is the only thing close to suede ankle boots that I have. Does this work? I'm just gonna start throwing things on. Give me a second. Give me 10.
Now all that was left to do was reveal my outfit to my date.
I think the shoes tie it together. Yeah.
These are my suede ankle boots.
Wait, what's the pouch on the waist?
It said to put on a belt bag, and I don't know what that is, so I did this. It also said to wear a cloak.
Wait, is that your Markiplier cloak?
Yeah, it is.
Thank you, Cloak, for sending me this cloak.
Wait, the hair.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say the fit was a complete success. I did end up realizing that belt bag probably meant a fanny pack, so I ended up changing into this. I also forgot to put on my vintage brooch, so I had to quickly fix that really quickly because we were running late. We need to go. We still ended up being fashionably late, but at least I looked good. Right, guys? At least I look good, guys.
But I didn't have time to think about how I looked. We needed to escape this room, and we needed to escape it fast. It wasn't gonna be easy. It was gonna be a test of wits and skill. It was gonna be hard. It was gonna be harder than a take on Viagra. No, seriously, it was gonna be tough. This one was an 8 out of 10 difficulty, and no one had. Actually, that was it. We escaped. Actually, that was all, and we escaped it, and it's done now. I didn't have many expectations for the Pookie app, but I did have like a couple. I was hoping that it was maybe something more than 2 minutes of thought went into, or that they care enough about it to notice that a soccer skills chatbot has been on their dating app for 3 days and counting. It's still there. They haven't fixed it. But I guess I was asking for too much. Anyway, the app is shit. Pookie app? More like Dookie app. That's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
POV, you're drinking water.
What? Why are you here?
POV, you're drinking water, then you get upset.
I'm not getting upset, okay? There's no reason for you to be here. There's no reason for this to be a POV. I'm getting...
POV, you're drinking water, and then get upset that you're in a POV drinking water.
This is not an interesting POV, okay? The entire point of POVs is to have something entertaining happen. Stop. What are you gonna say?
POV, you're getting water, then get upset that you're in a POV getting water, and then Nessie from the 2000 film Water Horse descends from above and crushes you.
Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And today we're going to be looking at another POV TikToker. I think if I had to say what my least favorite genre of TikTok is, it would be this one. Not POVs in general, because I think most of them are pretty creative, but the ones like this.
This is just a word made up by someone who's afraid to get too close. Ooh, oh, so close. Ooh.
Where there's absolutely no plot, no original idea, just regular, everyday interactions replicated by a man with the confidence of Ben Shapiro after buying this wood, this board, this magnificent piece of poplar. This is Dylan Zippay, and he somehow found his way onto my FYP, probably after watching hours worth of Repnik TV's TikToks, and it hasn't...
Don't even know why I have a phone, right? Nobody hits me up and I'm stuck. Never had someone I could call my own, right?
It just hasn't really recovered from that yet. First, I need to address the controversy he's been in. He's been exposed by at least one girl who provided screenshots of him trying to talk to her despite the fact that she was 13 or 14 years old. He says he's 17 and class of 2021, so he's probably close to turning 18 if he hasn't already. But someone found a Tinder profile where his age is listed as 20. Regardless of which age is accurate, it's disgusting. He posted a half-assed apology video saying that he didn't know their ages, but starting out on his TikTok page, he posted a lot of content like this, where he's reaching out to girls and clearly trying to find someone to have some kind of relationship with. If you're someone with a decent online presence, which I would say he does, and are making this kind of content, it is 1000% your responsibility to make sure the person you're talking to online is old enough to be talking to you online. So yeah, definitely wanted to address that. I have no problem calling his content cringy or basically poking fun at his TikToks in this video. I don't believe in making fun of people's physical appearances, so please keep that in mind for the comments, because I had to delete several on my Gabby Hanna video for that reason. So I think the first video I saw of his was this one. And I think it sets the perfect precedent for his content.
We've got the holy trinity of fuckboy TikTokers all in one video. Relationship POVs, LED lights, and gaslighting women. Do I love you? Hell no. Why are you offended? I was just kidding. It was obviously a hilarious joke. God, why don't women have a sense of humor?
Oh, Nana. What you done started? Oh, Nana. Why you gotta act so naughty? Oh, Nana.
That's just a complicated way of telling us that you have a ball-busting fetish. Also, is your girlfriend Lady Dimitrescu? Because if not, that slap landed squarely in her face.
I hear your heart beat to the beat of the drums.
Doom, doom.
Oh, what a shame that you came here with someone.
It's a good thing TikTok is updating its max video links to 3 minutes because it's gonna take you a lot longer than 15 seconds to break down the door like that.
We're back again for part 2, and today we're gonna be asking girls if you want to kiss or slap me. Slap? Alright. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Oh! Alright, look how you can slap. Alright. Oh my god!
I love the women that go all out on the slaps in these videos.
Kiss or slap me?
Slap. Okay.
Don't do it that hard, please. Okay.
Slap them hard.
Alright, that was worth it. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, no worries.
Like, dude, they just want to chill on the beach. They just want to hang out with their friends. They don't want to have to worry about this strange man with a camera in their faces, recording them as they awkwardly yet politely reject this guy over and over again.
I'm sorry.
Do you feel bad for him?
A little.
Do you feel bad for him? Tell me you feel bad for him. Oh, you thought you were just going to be able to go to the beach and have a chill day? No. Validate my friend. Ooh, we love a collab. I love how laid back this confrontation is. Hey bro, did you sleep with my girl? Yeah bro, last week. Aw, for real? Yeah, she was fine as hell. Why would you say that to me? We did stuff together. Again, very unnecessary to say to me. I do not at all need to know how it went. Sexy stuff. Okay, well, I guess you trying to fight? Yeah, sure.
Oh, wanna hold them like they do in Texas, please. Hold them, let them hit me.
POV, you're dating a total asshole. Toxic relationship check.
Oh, wanna hold them like they do in Texas, please.
I don't understand what the point of this is. I'm sorry if it's annoying when I try and break down confusing ass TikToks, but I just want to understand what his thought process was, if there even was one. So is he supposed to be a dick in this POV, or does he think that this is an acceptable way to treat your partner? Either way, it's bad. I don't like it. And nothing happens in this. Why is this a TikTok? He's reacting as if he has some kind of aversion to games. Hey babe, I'm bored. Do you want to play some games? Jesus Christ, no! Are you insane? I mean, unless she's trying to play Monopoly, that would make this totally reasonable. Are you insane? After watching most of his TikToks, I tried to find him on other stuff and I could only find his Instagram account, and I wasn't expecting what I found there. He posts a lot of trampoline videos, like videos where he's flipping on a trampoline with hype music in the background. It just doesn't seem that impressive. And I know most things seem easier than they actually are, but I feel like if I tried, I could body this.
Okay guys, so I'm just walking around this random neighborhood because I don't know anyone who has a trampoline. In order to learn how to do the flips, I've got to find someone. Oh. Hold on. Excuse me, sir. Sir, wait. Sir.
Is that your trampoline?
Who are you?
Can you do flips?
Yes.
On the trampoline?
Yes.
You can?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, listen. Look, I will pay you if you show me how to do a flip on the trampoline.
Holding my wound. Give me your other hand.
Oh, okay. What's your name, by the way?
John.
John? It's nice to meet you, Jerry.
Other hand.
Right.
And that's not my name.
What was it?
John.
Okay, it's nice to meet you, Garrett.
That's not even a J.
So, Garrett, would you say you're an expert flipper on the trampoline, flipologist?
No, not at all.
Look, I need them to think that you are actually good at this.
Do you want me to lie?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
But my parents always told me never to lie, and why would I start now?
Because I am paying you, Garrett. This is clean. What are some of the... Oh, God. Oh. Okay. Easy. That looks super easy. I can do that. No problem. Ugh. It's disgusting. You live like this? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong, Gerald. I'm doing everything correctly. Ugh. That was it? Yeah. Okay, well, I'll take that. Thank you.
That's it?
I think I've learned everything I can learn. I appreciate it.
What's going on? Who are you?
Oh, it's okay, Mom. She's paying me.
Yeah, I'm paying him.
Who are you?
To show me
what
how
are you doing on my property?
To show.
I think you
show.
need to leave.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Gerald.
I'm not Gerald.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. I made a post about us reaching 8,000 subscribers on Twitter and Instagram. If you wanna follow me over there, I'll put it here somehow. Again, thank you so much for all the support y'all have been sending me. It means the world. And if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. And today I'm here all alone. It's just me, just by myself. There's no one out here, except for Danny. Say hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny. I was really worried that you were gonna just start recording a video by yourself. And I was just gonna sit here and like watch you.
So like I said, I don't know if the first video of mine that you saw was the Alpha podcast, but you posted a video pretty soon after that for the War Room people, where they like fight in wars and summon fire.
That is correct, yes.
So I figured you would probably need a refresher. I found this account for you. They just post inspirational quotes and like rules for alphas like ourselves.
Did you say like ourselves?
Like ourselves, yes.
Oh. Thank you. It's gonna sound silly, it might be hard to believe, but nobody's ever called me an alpha male before.
I'm more of the alpha than you.
Okay.
Here's where my alpha is, and then here's where your alpha level is. That's why we need to watch these. You might get on the same level as me. I doubt it. Can a woman help you become a millionaire? Yes, only if you are a billionaire.
I like that this was tweeted on Twitter for iPad.
He was just like on his stomach with his feet swinging behind him.
Can a woman make you money? The answer is no.
Money and girlfriend do not go together. Either you make money or make a girlfriend.
Either you make money or you go outside with a shovel, you dig up some dirt and just kind of sculpt it into a female.
Just like all night, just bent over the bench with the air dry clay and like the Play-Doh toys where you squeeze it through the top. Just like the hair comes through the holes. Ah, she's beautiful. Listen close, baby girl. I may look like a gentleman, but you don't want to see the beast that lives inside me. I like to think that they have shoot days for these, like dedicated shoot days, and they bring multiple outfit changes, situate their glasses.
Listen close, baby girl. I may look like a gentleman, but you don't want to see the beast that lives inside me.
A well-dressed man is always better than a shirtless man. And then there's a man becoming shirtless in the background.
And that's why I don't take off my shirt during sex.
I don't take off my clothes when I shower. Wear my jorts, and my jandals.
And my gen glasses. Why is he standing like that? His posture is like...
This is filmed on the iPad. It's gotta like
That's right.
The iPad is like falling, so he's like falling with it. So this is the guy that you don't be like this guy. This is the bad alpha.
Bad alpha.
No iPad for a week.
Back in your cave.
I failed to maintain a relationship because I don't know the art of lying.
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 I think you should have just tweeted the first line of this tweet. I failed to maintain a relationship.
Hey guys, just failed to maintain another relationship. Hey, what's up? My standards. Bye. I was hoping that he was gonna speed up at the end because that would make more sense.
My standards. Bye.
What? How did you get so fast? You must have bought a lot of crypto. You can flirt with my women. If she flirt back, she is now yours.
Just letting you know, you can take my girlfriend away from me in the blink of an eye.
If she even speaks a single word to you, take her. That is how ownership works, because you know women are, you can own them.
She spent my entire jean outfit budget on other things.
She spent all my Johnny on McDonald's. Girl, you are like a coin. Aw, valuable? Nope. Two-faced.
The only time you're allowed to speak to your girlfriend is if you're gonna use some weird like pun joke to demean her.
I'm gonna need you to film B-roll for all of these.
Yeah, do you want me to do this one right now?
Do you have a briefcase? Girl, you are like a coin. Aw, valuable? Nope. Two-faced. Oh, you wanna divorce me? Okay. Your house will stop being paid of. Your car will get repoed and your credit cards will start getting declined.
And so your only option at this point is to develop Stockholm Syndrome.
Oh, you want to divorce me? That's not an option, babe.
Because you're gonna die.
He like needs to make a mold of you before you're legally allowed to leave so he can recreate you.
Yeah, wait, at least give me time to make another girlfriend.
Let me scan you with my iPad. Oh, so you want the nice guy now because he became successful? Sorry, honey, but you rejected him a long time ago.
Are we meant to believe that the person tweeting this considers himself a nice guy?
We are, yeah. I don't think that it's very alpha to refer to yourself as a nice guy. So I think that this might be an imposter. We should be wary.
Who stole the alpha male's iPad?
Emergency meeting. Who the f stole my iPad? Give it back. Going to a for love is like going to a library for workout. Why does he speed off in the background? Like, watch how he speeds off.
I gotta go. I gotta take a shit.
And I'm leaving.
What are all these videos of guys just like looking into the camera and like buttoning one button of a tuxedo jacket? Nothing says like, I don't care about other people's validation quite like posting videos like this on social media. Do you guys like this outfit? Do you like this shirt? My Joe tie?
My Jotch.
Jotch?
Watch. Jean watch.
I was thinking Jean crotch.
My genus.
My genitalia.
My genitalia.
Oh, this dude's got a Jean dick.
Am I in a relationship? Nope. I'm single as a dollar and not looking for change. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, do that one.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, do that one. Make sure you get the push-up where all of their limbs stop touching the ground at the same time.
I'll do that. So go ahead and read what you were reading.
Am I in a relationship? Nope. I'm single as a dollar and not looking for change.
I put my whole juicy in that one. I think I'm actually a little bit more alpha than when we started even.
That leveled you up at least 3 alpha levels. So go ahead and pat yourself on the jack. We should love, not fall in love. Because everything that falls get broken. Kind of like how you broke all of your ribs.
What do you mean? I'm fine.
The second half of this video is just me calling you an ambulance.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put you edited into an ambulance in the thumbnail.
Take like a screen grab of me like in midair doing that.
In midair. You're straight up and your legs are perpendicular. Anyone can dress like a boy, but it takes balls to dress like man. I've never worn a suit, but that's just because I don't have any balls.
Last time I put on a suit, it was one of the hardest experiences of my life. I was cowering in the corner for hours before I had to put it on. We missed the wedding we were going to.
Was it your wedding?
Yeah, it was my wedding, and I was shitting and pissing.
Oh, God.
But at least I had the balls to do it.
In my mind, that doesn't make you any less of an alpha. I think that you still deserve your level, which is still lower than me.
Yeah, don't have to bring that up every time, but...
We live in a society where people ignore each other to get others' attention. Most of these make sense. You know, like if your girl talks to somebody else, she legally belongs to them. This one, I'm not really getting what the message is.
So this is alpha male trying to come up with some reason why not every girl wants to talk to him.
She acts like she doesn't like me because she likes me too much. She told me not to come to her house.
We live in a society where people tell other people, I don't know you, stay the fuck away from me.
I'm calling the police.
Why did you kill my dog?
Sometimes even the devil on my shoulder asks, what the f are you doing? Where the f are we?
Yeah. Why are you wearing that makeup? What the hell is going on?
Did we just kill some people? Like, oh my god.
Women always says, the divorce was not my fault.
Are you specifically talking about the women that have divorced you? Because in that case, I think I'd agree with them.
He's been divorced 18 times. Yeah. They always say, all these women, they're like, oh, it wasn't my fault. And all I did was work 24/7 and I never talked to them.
How could it be my fault? I've never spoken to her.
The most dangerous creation of any society is the man who has nothing to lose. I don't know, this is starting to sound less fun to me, being an alpha. I don't know if I want to reach peak.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel honestly threatened. There was like the one about like, you do not want to know the beast inside me and be careful when I get quiet. And now he's like, hey, just, you know, I'm the most dangerous person in existence.
What wisdom would we instill to the public as far as reaching our level of alpha?
All right, picture this. All right, we fade in on a black and white video of a man in a tuxedo. He looks absolutely jacked. He's spinning around. Over the video is text that says, I pooped, I farted, I'm so scared, I'm gonna kill somebody.
If you're here, you definitely know who Danny is.
If you want to go ahead and send me money, that would be cool too.
I'll put Danny's Cash App somewhere on the screen. So send Danny money for the ambulance so that he can fix his arms. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. And I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh no, someone broke into my house and stole my setup or packed it neatly into boxes and then left it here. That's so weird. Why would they do that? What a not smooth criminal. Hey guys, and welcome back to My name is ChadChad. Not really. And I moved, then I got super sick, but then I felt better and everything was great. Just kidding, I got sick again and it was worse than before. But I'm actually really happy about it because it gave me time to explore the magical, literally magical side of TikTok known as fairy talk. Not the kind of fairy that gets stuck in the Suez Canal, but the type of fairy that dies if you ever say you don't believe in them. Kind of a little dramatic, honestly. You don't ever see any other mythical creatures doing that. Oh my God, is that Bigfoot? No, it can't be. I don't believe in Bigfoot. What's happening?
That's really mean. Like, I don't know why you have to say that, so I guess I'll just die.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And my feet aren't even that big. I'm a tall guy.
Okay.
Proportionately, they make sense.
You're right. Fairy talk seems to have started out with your regular stuff, like people pretending to find a real fairy.
I just caught a fairy. A fairy landed on me.
Fairies are real?
Heck yeah, they are.
And I don't know why the egg is here. Either fairies can lay massive eggs, 4 times their size, or this is the fairy. This is actually an egg fairy. They're like tooth fairies, but if you put an egg under your pillow, you don't get money, you get salmonella. Egg fairies aren't as fun.
A fairy?
I didn't know that.
While I was collecting eggs, a fairy landed on me. It's in my hand.
And as far as scientific discoveries go, I don't think you can get away with concealing about 80% of said discovery. My name is Benjamin Franklin, and look, I just found electricity. Wow, that sounds exciting, but you made me wear this, so I can't really see it. And I found your dad.
Hi, son.
What? He's been gone for years. And I found my dad. You sure are founding fathers. People quickly went from finding real fairies to wanting to be real fairies. And what are fairies known for, other than sprinkling unidentified powders onto kids that make them high from the ground so that they can do meth? Fairies are known for flying. So if you want to be a fairy, you have to learn how to fly, which is obviously difficult to do if you don't have a Red Bull. So when you first start out, your feet are only going to dangle a couple inches off of the ground, but that still counts. A couple inches still counts, don't worry. It actually takes 2 years to learn how to fly any higher than a few inches. And that's a long time to learn how to do something that Kylie Jenner does every day for like 3 minutes at the small cost of $70 million in the future of our children. But I guess some people got a head start on their fly training because some of them can fly over entire forests or neighborhoods. Which is very impressive and borders on having to check in with air traffic control. Runway 7, you are clear for takeoff. Copy that. Wait, hold on. There's a ferry crossing the road.
The guy opens his door and gets shot and you think that of me? Now I am the one who knocked.
Okay, you're good. The world building doesn't just stop at flying though, because some fairies can also have superpowers. If you grow poison ivy in your hand, do you get poison ivy, or can you go around shaking hands at a pro-life rally? And no, it's not bioterrorism. When you agree to shake someone's hand, you agree to the consequences. Just don't shake hands until you get married. I've never been chased by a fairy hunter, but this seems like one of the times you would most remember you have superpowers. We're losing altitude. This plane is going down. Oh no, I can't think of anything at all that would help us right now. If only one of us had the power of teleportation and could zap us safely to the ground or something. Yep, that would be pretty helpful right now. Oh, I just remembered I can... There aren't just fairy accounts or accounts teaching you how to become a fairy. There are also accounts that belong to the actual fairy hunters.
Let's make a fairy trap. Dragon snot. Poison. Shark blood. Sugar. Let's leave it out and come back tonight.
There are hunter accounts and they just trap and end fairies. What, you thought you could become a fairy and wear pretty outfits and live in peace? How about I hunt down you and your entire family? Once again, a lot of these are kids, so I just want to make it clear that there is literally nothing wrong with this and they're just having fun. They're building a fantasy world community on TikTok along with collaborative storylines, and when you were a kid, you were making out with your hands. You were, not me. So that's really embarrassing. For you, just you. Luckily, some fairies have healing powers, or you can just make your own healing potion. But do you know who else knows how to make potions? The evil fairy hunters.
Fairies, attention. When you are flying and see anything looking like this, don't drink it. It's fairy poison that fairy hunters made to trap us.
This is good advice. I would just like to add that we shouldn't drink any strange liquids that we find in the woods. I'm also kind of questioning the hunter's skill in hunting if their plan was just to leave a teacup of poison around and hope someone drinks it. Here you go, Snow White. Oh, thank you. Just a totally normal apple with no poison in it. Okay, I trust you. And here is a teacup of poison. It has poison in it and it's labeled poison. You know, I think it would be kind of dumb for me to drink that tea without thanking you first. Oh, please. The fairy hunters never really make their motivations clear. Some of them seem to be hunting out of pure malice, and then the other ones are collecting the loot that fairies drop when they die.
I killed her. I took her heart. Here is her fairy necklace, 3 crystals, her ring, and the most valuable coin. I found crystals and a ring, possibly left by a fairy.
And there are the different types of fairies. So the water fairies can control water, earth fairies can grow plants, egg fairies can make a mean frittata, and they all drop something different depending on what type they are, but there's almost always a stone, and the hunters keep and collect these stones like baseball cards with more murder and less baseball.
I found out my sister was a fairy, so I killed her. She was sleeping, so I was quiet. I took a knife. She was a rare earth fairy.
I do feel like there are other ways to collect stones, maybe that involve less bloodshed. There's all those nice people on TikTok lives that scoop up bucketfuls of stones out of rice for only $39.99. And that is kind of expensive. And shipping does take 30 plus days, and I might be Team Hunter now. The fairies finally have had enough, okay? The fairy hunters are being dicks. They're teaming up on them for seemingly no reason. I still don't really have a definitive answer on that. So it was time to go to war. There's a fairy draft, there's war uniforms. A date is decided upon, May the 13th, during which the war will commence and go out and war. I guess it was mutually agreed on, which was very accommodating on both their parts. What about July? No, that's not soon enough. May the 12th? Can't. I have a chiropractor appointment. Pull the wing. Okay, what about May the 13th? That sounds great. I'll see you then. Okay, kill you later. What was that? Oh, sorry. I said I'm gonna kill you later.
So I was walking around until I found a fairy. I had to collect her crystal and her ring. Then I had to clean the evidence.
It may seem like fairies would have the upper hand because they have a bunch of supernatural powers. Instead of just beating their enemies black and blue, they keep arguing on if they should make them black and blue, or pink, or blue, or make them pink, or make them blue. Or pink.
Stop it! Then I had to clean the evidence.
Fairy hunters may be kind of mean, but you can't say they're not tidy. We love environmentally conscious killers. Mr. Bundy, do you recycle? God, of course I do. I'm not a monster. Get back in the trunk. Get back in Ted Bundy's trunk. Get in there. Get back in the trunk. Yeah. Sorry. Everything turned out okay because the fairies did win, probably because they had an actual cause, unlike the fairy hunters. What do we want? We gotta kill fairies. Yes, they need to be stopped. Why do we want it?
I don't. We just got
okay.
it.
All right. No, never mind. All right. When do we want it?
May the 13th.
But I am Team Fairy Hunter now. $39.99 is way too expensive for one scoop. Wait, the stone fell out of my ring. Oh man. Guess I gotta go kill someone now. My name is Tinklebell. I am a piss fairy. There are 4 types of fairies. There's earth, water, fire, and piss. And that's what I am. My fairy superpower is stream control. Like I've never peed on anyone on accident.
Oh, sweet. Kidney stones.
I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Hey guys, and welcome back to A Twinge of Cringe. My name is ChadChad. Says so. Right there. Must be true. And do you remember this guy? I remember him. I remember this guy. I talked about this TikToker a couple years ago when he was posting videos complaining about how hard it is to find someone to date because everyone is either taken, not looking for anything serious, or is 14 years old. Is that a frequent problem you're running into? Does that happen regularly to you? Other than that, I just remember him posting thirst traps with women and always having a belt. Sometimes he would wear the belt. Sometimes he would take off the belt. Because I guess when he takes off his belt, it's hot. But when I take off mine, it's what are you doing? And you're gonna fall off the roller coaster. Make up your mind. You're so up and down. We're going in circles. But I was scrolling on Twitter the other day, and who do I see? Him. It's him. He's back. So now he's kind of changed his content a little bit. Now he fingers food. Time just flies, doesn't it? One day you're hanging out with pretty women and doing TikTok dances, and then the next you're giving yourself salmonella poisoning. Salmonella or salmonella? All I know is it makes you poop a lot. It makes you poop a bunch of times all over the place. You don't want it. That's all I know about it. You don't want it. You can't put your fingers into your mouth after they were just inside an uncooked chicken, okay? When they said raw dogging, they didn't mean your partner actually needs to be raw. It's just a saying. While he's preparing the chicken, he ties its wings together with what looks like a hair tie. Not just its legs, which you're supposed to do. I think it's called a truss, but the wings too. And I'm pretty sure there's no reason to do that. I don't know much about preparing a chicken, but I did consult an expert, which means that I'm right.
Just agree with everything that I say, okay?
All right.
So in your professional opinion, you're not supposed to, if the truss is only supposed to go on the feet, not the wings, it's just the legs.
That's correct.
In his older videos, he would use hair ties to put women's hands together in a seductive kind of way. So I guess he just likes tying chicks up, which in this case kind of feels like adding insult to injury, because imagine dying not just so you can be cooked like this, but also subjected to BDSM. Wow, this looks delicious. Thank you.
These handcuffs? Are these handcuffs in the chicken?
She was a very, very bad girl.
That is a choking hazard.
That is what she said. It seems like he's trying to incorporate the sexy cooking trend as one of his regular things.
I'm Mr. Lover. Girl.
Which is just something that we do not need more of. That trend is becoming such an epidemic that it's actually making me a misogynist. I agree. Women belong in the kitchen, not men. Do not let them in there. Do not let them cook. He does your typical moves like mixing things with his hands or slapping dough, but he adds a personal touch by using his fingers to mix egg whites and then showing them to us and pulling them apart. What happened to us? We used to build things. We used to make bridges. Now we make eggs. Is this your legacy? Is this how you want to be remembered? Grandma, show us a picture of Grandpa. Here he is. We were all so proud of him. Wow. And here he is after the discharge. Grandpa was in the army? No, he was not. He also has this new kind of theme where instead of having as many women in his videos, he leans into being single and how lonely he is. So he'll post these videos where he's eating alone in an empty restaurant. Maybe the restaurant wouldn't be so empty if they hadn't seen how you made that food. Maybe you wouldn't be alone if you just stopped humping the air. You don't have to be a crepe to make a crepe. Even the crepe is uncomfortable.
I'm made of dough. What the hell am I doing here?
He does the elevator trend a lot, which is just a trend where TikTok guys film in an elevator. I don't know why they collectively decided that elevators are mysterious and make you look cool, but the ones in LA must have way better lighting, because if I did this trend here in Tennessee, it would be like... He really likes dressing in retro clothing and pretending to read newspapers because he said that he prefers that fashion style to modern day ones.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. But this is bullshit.
And it started to make sense to me why he has a preference for that time period when I realized that he's an Andrew Tate fan. I was born in the wrong generation, guys. I should have been born in the one where men had cool suits and women had no rights. I missed it. He still does that trend where he pretends to be ugly, which means wearing glasses and pretending to have a double chin. Because those are the worst things that someone can have. Those are the worst things that can happen to people. And then he'll transition into a flattering angle with his hair done. But the character he plays before doing the transition is so confusing to me. He'll try to act nerdy or what he thinks is nerdy. But the most concerning part about this character is that he always has this stain on his pants.
Do you want to ask me out on a date?
Maybe. Do you have a boyfriend?
Every video, in every single one, he has a stain in this exact spot, in this same pair of sweatpants. And it's 100% on purpose, but I can't figure out why it's on purpose. Is it supposed to be water because his character is clumsy? Is it supposed to be pee? Is it supposed to be, you know, egg whites? Whatever it is, the thought of him spilling water on himself as part of his routine is just funny to me.
What's up, you guys? We're ready to meet
In this video, he walks in as the ugly character and transforms while he's inside. I've never understood why toothpicks are cool to have. It's a dental hygiene thing, so isn't using a toothpick basically flossing? I heard 9 out of 10 dentists love I heard him. He has reduced risk of gum disease. The way he transforms inside the elevator makes me think of those superhero scenes where they run into a phone booth to change into their suit, except he just changes into a fedora. Help! Someone please help! That alien is huge and scary and it's wearing glasses and now it's even scarier. Stand back everyone, it's me. Fedora guy. Fedora guy, thank God. Ooh, fuck yeah, Fedora guy. He has no cavities or double chin. To keep leaning into the being alone thing, he'll do TikTok lives where the title is looking for girlfriend, which is the worst way to find a girlfriend. The dating pool on TikTok live is Skull Chef or Jason Nash, a skeleton that can barely speak and never leaves his room, or Skull Chef. What'll it be? If you were missing the old videos where he used to tie people up, he still does that. He just does it to himself. I don't know if it's just supposed to be hot or if it's like a tutorial kind of thing to do to yourself when you're alone. Doesn't seem like it would be as much fun. It's kind of famously something that you need another person for. Oh man! He gets a lot of comments saying that he looks like Johnny Depp, so he'll fix his hair or wear a leather jacket to kind of look like him from the 90s. And he does it so many times. I don't care that you look like Johnny Depp.
It's the same video again.
Don't care. I don't care that you look kind of like Johnny Depp. I don't care. I don't freaking care about it. I don't care that you look like Johnny Depp.
I would honestly rather watch the cooking videos. Maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I judged too harshly. It probably takes a lot of work to make videos like that. I guess there's only one way to find out. Today we're gonna make a sexy cooking video. Oh wait, hold on. Today we're cooking an old family recipe. We're gonna bust this thing open. Step 1, massage icing pack. Do I cut a hole in the corner of this? Do I cut a hole in the corner of this? Insert the back panel of the house into the canal. I'll insert I'm gonna put it in the canal. I said I'm gonna put it in the canal. This is probably wrong. This feels wrong. This feels so wrong. No. Dry. This is taking too long. Oh my God. Whoever architected this was a freaking moron. We're gonna put the shingles on now. Where's the hole? That's the first time I've said that. No. Every time I touch it, it falls apart. I gotta go wash my hands. No, it looks good. It looks good. Done. Just like Grandma used to make it. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here. Thank you, love you, bye. Hey guys, my name is ChadChad. Alpha ChadChad to you. We haven't really checked in on the alphas in a while because in 2021, 2022, there would be a new one spouting the craziest takes you'd ever heard, like women don't have hobbies or you should tan your asshole. But now in 2025, that's just every Instagram reel. That's just every single Instagram reel that you ever see ever. It's kind of like pointing out a cow to your friends when you're driving through the city versus when you're driving through the country. They're not gonna be very surprised. This is a cow farm. There's gonna be cows outside. But recently I found 2 alphas that are so fascinating to me that I have to point them out to you, no matter where we're driving. If you watch Reels for over an hour every day, don't do that. So do I. Then you've maybe seen this guy before.
His favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at duty free? Fucking Johnny Walker. That night, sipping the Johnny Walker in the war room by myself with him, chilling.
Luke Belmar is a biohacking, crypto trading, e-commerce-ing, alpha finance bro millionaire.
Give me a $10 million contract every 4 months.
That's
you know?
By the way, I didn't realize what biohacking was until a few days ago. Apparently, it just means changing your diet and routine to try and improve your life. That's obviously a simplified definition, but based on the term they've been using, I thought it was a lot more serious than that.
Biohacking is your ability to reverse engineer life. Bio means life. Hacking through it is your ability to figure out the most optimal ways to experience life.
So it kind of seems like they've just alpha-fied taking care of themselves. Hey bro, you want to film a podcast episode real quick? Because we need to convince ourselves we're doing something fiscally profitable in order to sincerely talk to each other. Sorry dude, I can't. I'm biohacking. Bro, what? You're biohacking? That's crazy, dude. That's impressive, for real. Yeah, thanks. I know. I'll let you get back to it, okay? You focus up, all right? I'll talk to you later. Okay, see you, bro. This is actually one of the best apples I've ever fucking had. Luke posts a lot of clips of himself on various podcasts saying things I think are meant to be insightful, but usually make no sense.
I think people need to start studying words. You look at a bank, right? What is a bank?
River bank.
Right. What does the river bank do? It controls the flow. The flow of what? The flow of the current, the currency. If it's controlling the currency, it's also controlling the what? The flow. The flow of what? The cash flow.
He's always talking about his success and how much money he has, so he posts a lot of advice to people wanting to become more like him. Wealthy, cool, charismatic.
Because
those streams were very helpful.
Because
And a lot of his videos are him explaining how we can start making money just like him. So let's go ahead and dive in. That's foreshadowing for later in the video. It'll make sense later. We'll get to that. The secret to being rich, guys. Ask rich people to give you money. Pretend to be their friend so you can use them for personal financial gain. It's a side hustle because you're hustling them. At the end of this clip, he also says this. Somehow even worse advice. If you guys want to make money, literally just make money. Print it yourself in your garage. It's all about positioning yourself into prison. Don't worry though, this is not the only groundbreaking advice he has for making money.
when was the last time you sat down with a blank piece of paper and just like brainstormed? Ever heard that?
Yes, I'm pretty sure they have heard of that. He has so many people listening to him right now. They're hanging on every word he says. And he uses that opportunity to ask if they've ever heard of journaling.
I got a problem at the top. Give me 100 solutions for that problem. Oh, I don't know what chill the fuck out. What is going to happen? Relax, G.
This isn't gonna help anyone become rich alpha bros. So I feel like he must have some kind of other motivation for trying to get them to use paper. Like maybe he secretly works at Dunder Mifflin. When's the last time you took a piece of paper and just appreciated it? When's the last time you ordered 80 boxes of 8x10 in ultra white, tipping your salesman 40%? Ever heard of it? Ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of that? Have you? Haven't really been helpful so far, so let's watch this one, literally called Luke Belmar's Steps to Be Rich. This has got to be what we're looking for.
1. Go get spring water. Don't drink Dasani purified water. It's gonna fuck you up.
Water is gonna fuck me up.
2. Once you have a little bit of money, start eating super clean, super organic. Understand that the food that you consume has pesticides, has chemicals.
Once I have money, which I still don't have because that's what this tutorial is supposed to tell me.
Don't use a microwave. Microwave, you're literally cooking your food.
Microwave will cook food.
Neglect celebrities. Don't give a celebrities. They're just dirt.
Ignore celebrities, even though we're supposed to be making rich friends and they probably won't want to be our friend if we call them dirt and stuff.
Yo, drop me a $250,000 wire.
He's a dirt pig.
For someone who's always talking about the meaning of words,
I think people need to start studying words.
he seems to not understand the ones in step by step. We still don't know how to get rich like him. This wasn't even unhelpful advice. This was advice for after we've done the thing we needed advice for. What's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to tie a shoe. This is just a quick step-by-step. As you can see, my shoes are already tied. Go fuck yourself. Don't put food in here, by the way. It'll make it cold. Be careful. Is that Chris Hemsworth?
Oi, it's me, Chris Hemsworth.
Get the f out of here, Chris. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna be so Thor tomorrow. I think one of the funniest things about Luke, though, is that he is completely obsessed with the Taint brothers. You know, the convicted human traffickers. You know, some of the worst people on the planet, some of the worst people alive right now. He talks about Andrew's brother Tristan so frequently and with so much excitement that it's like he's a freshman in high school, getting to hang out with the mean, popular seniors.
Tristan Tate got us lit on Blue Label Johnny Walker, $250 cigars, $500 cigars, right? What an experience. So we're gonna go hang out with them today again. Dude, the guy did a 5-day fast. First thing how he breaks his fast, cigars and whiskey, and still outruns us. What a G, bro.
Dude, this guy starved himself, spent $1 grand on consumable goods, and still trafficked women right after. That guy is sick, dude. In the head, he's fucked up.
Your favorite car, bro?
The red one, the Aston Martin.
Tristan thinks well, guys. Critical thinking, I fucking love it.
Hello? Who, Luke? Yeah, he's here. One sec. It's Krispy Kreme. They said they want to offer you a job. They said because you're so good at glazing. He didn't even explain his thought process for why this is his favorite car. He just said the color. He literally just said the color of the car. That didn't even take regular thinking.
The red one.
Luke reacts to everything Tristan says like Tristan is paying him, which he might be.
Yo, drop me a $250,000 wire.
Tristan, take piece of dirt.
Allegedly. Most definitely, allegedly. 1000% for sure, no doubt in my mind, allegedly. It's like Luke is on payroll and he's trying to keep his job. I think we should move this filing cabinet over there. Yes. Genius. That's why this guy's in charge, right? No, actually, I hate that spot. That's the worst spot in the building. And I've always thought that. I've always said that. I don't know. Maybe we should move the filing cabinet to my butt? But then it'll be in the way. How will I kiss it? Your butt. How will I hold it and kiss it and make out with it then? It's so crazy whenever people talk about the Taints like they're literal gods because again, they're convicted human traffickers. And second, the least alpha thing you can do is look up to a man. Like, why are you looking up? What were you doing down there? It's also such a public way to announce what kind of person you are to the world. Like, this is where you want to be. This is where you want to end up. This is your guy. Wooly Willy is your guy. I think this gives a pretty good idea of what kind of person Luke Belmar is because wanting to be around the Tate brothers is like wanting to be inside a toilet bowl because it means you're probably a big piece of shit. The water advice is pretty recurrent in all of Luke's teachings. It keeps coming up.
You can do Mountain Valley spring water. You can do Avian.
Evian. I love Evian.
Yeah, those are good ones.
Tastes good. Fiji?
No.
He refuses to drink any regular water. It has to be specifically approved brands of bottled water. And he tends to project this mindset onto others around him.
Today I went to the dentist and she's like, can you rinse out your mouth? And I'm like, I'm not rinsing out my mouth with this tap water. Even the monkey knows. Natural spring water, none of this tap water bullshit, bro.
The monkey was drinking the water though. It seemed like it was having a good time until you approached it with the gentleness of a thwomp. See, even monkeys know water is bad. I feel like once again he was inspired by the Taint brothers and Andrew always talking about bottles of water. I mean bottle of water. Bottles of water. Bottles of water. I don't know when or why this mindset started, but maybe this clip has something to do with it.
Hey, your little 13-year-old daughter has acne. Let's put her on birth control to regulate her emotions. And now you put 100 million women in the United States on birth control. It goes to your urine. That estrogen goes into the water. So now you have all these feminized men drinking this tap water.
I guess this explains his and his fellow alphas' fear of water, because the mark of a true alpha is being scared of the basis of pretty much all life. We're not scared of anything. Yeah, we're all really tough. Except for 71% of the planet. Luke also has a tendency to make up numbers, which isn't a great characteristic to have as a finance expert.
Now you have 100 million women urinating highly estrogenated urine.
Where did 100 million come from? I love making up numbers based on nothing. I like my statistics how I like my hemorrhoids. Extracted from my ass. People who typically use birth control are in the age range of like 15 to 45. It's different for everybody. That age range in the US is only 66 women. 66 million. Not just, there's actually 66 women in the US and I'm one of them. I'm the best one. And of that number, only about 15% use the pill. So that's less than 10 million. Where did all those extra millions come from? I thought this guy was supposed to know all about millions.
I've been able to capitalize on this digital gold rush. I've been able to generate millions of dollars.
Sure hope this isn't the same math he's using to calculate his net worth. So overall, with assets and investments, I'm probably worth around 20 million. Nice. What about liquid? Where? It's actually totally fine that we haven't learned anything of value yet from these videos because Luke has an online course that he sells.
Now I can tell you, as a matter of fact, that there's people your age making an absolute fucking killing online, whether it's through e-commerce, drop shipping, crypto.
He has an online course that makes him most, if not all of his income. What? Bones, what is happening? Who could have seen this happening? Why didn't you warn us, Bones? It's technically not just courses he's selling. It's actually a club where you get exclusive opportunities to connect with fellow entrepreneurs, which is something you can do on Instagram.
All you have to do is comment the words Capital Club, and I'll send you a private link so that you can tune into this private event.
Do you guys think it's private? Sorry guys, I just didn't catch if it was private or not. Could you guys let me know if it was private or not? Here are some examples of the exclusive connections you can make after giving Luke and his entourage up to $15,000.
What do you guys do?
Full-time trading.
Full-time trading?
Yeah.
What markets?
Forex and commodities.
Where's my commodity? All right, there you go. Connect. All right, doesn't matter. Connect. Connect. Doesn't matter. Connect. Connect.
You'll also receive priceless mentoring like this.
Are you going to the gym every day? No, you're not. Are you sleeping well? No, you're not. I see eye bags under your eyes. So what you need to... Bro, look at me. Look at me. First of all.
Good thing this is inspirational, right? Otherwise, it would just seem like he's making fun of this person's appearance.
I see eye bags under your eyes.
Do you work out? Don't answer. I know you don't. Do you wash your face? No. Your pores are like craters. What am I looking at? I can't tell if I'm looking at skin or the surface of the moon. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I slept with your mom. Okay? Now that we've mastered the financial aspect of alphafication,
Give me a $10 million contract.
let's move on to the physical one by learning from our next alpha, Ashton Hall. He can run very, very fast for undisclosed distances. He can dive into water. He can dive his face into water. Ashton Hall is a daily routine influencer who shows himself throughout the day as he gets ready to go places and then does things at those places. By the way, Chris James is how I learned about this guy because I deleted X from my phone. I couldn't stand to be there or look at it anymore. So everybody say, thank you, Chris James. Thank you. Is he gone? Thank God. That guy has 2 first names. Like, how many do you need? Don't be greedy. Ashton has been getting a lot of attention over this last month for how crazy and unrealistic his routine is. For example, he starts the day by waking up at 3:50 or 3:55 in the morning. And there's really no reason to do that. The sun's not out, so you can't see anything. Businesses aren't open, so you can't go anywhere. The worms aren't even awake, so he can't even get one of those even. I'm a little biased though, because I hate early risers. I don't mean I hate rising early. I mean I hate people who rise early. The people that I know who wake up absurdly early in the morning only do it so they can tell me about it. Obviously, if your schedule demands it, that's different, but I hate when people act like waking up early is a productive achievement in and of itself. You're just waking up at a different time. That doesn't mean that it's a better time, especially if you're like Ashton Hall and went to bed at 7 p.m. Actually sleeping more than most people. He goes to sleep at 7 and then doesn't wake up until 3:50 in the morning. That's almost 9 hours of sleep. Why am I doing so much math in this video? His morning routine video that went super viral says this in the caption: day 191 of the morning routine that changed my life. 3:50 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Sin lives late at night. If you're dealing with a weak mind, bad decisions, or lack of productivity, go to sleep early. Sin lives late at night. It's still night when you wake up. Sin is still around. He says variations of this phrase a lot.
Brother, what do you mean, how do I wake up at 3:50 a.m.? Listen, I go to sleep early because temptation lives late at night.
But if your willpower goes away the second the sun goes down, you probably have really weak willpower. You're still the same person no matter what time it is. So if you're making bad decisions, you can still do that during the day. Hey, you want to be in this 70-person orgy with us? There is nothing I'd like more. Sure. Yeah. I can't even begin to express how much I want to do this and how long I've wanted to do this and how much I appreciate you asking me and including me in this. What time is it? It's 5 a.m. I can't do this. But you just said you were gonna... I'm not that person anymore. It was 10 seconds ago. Ashton spends the rest of his mornings doing various things between each round of putting his face into ice water. Dipping his face into ice water is kind of like his checkpoint throughout the day. And he only does it with this specific brand of bottled water. He doesn't use tap water. He doesn't even use tap water to rinse his mouth after brushing his teeth. Luke Belmar is beaming.
I'm not rinsing out my mouth with this tap water.
He's smiling with his teeth that are untainted by regular plain water. The only taint in his mouth is Tristan's. Sometimes Ashton will show himself doing his skincare and hair care routine. Hey, do you want it to grow or not? These two things just canceled each other out. I'm getting mixed signals. He just row gained and then row lost. He also uses Sensodyne toothpaste, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just feel like maybe his teeth would be less sensitive if he didn't constantly expose them to iced water. After Ashton is done waking up in the mornings, he usually goes onto his balcony to drink more water. My favorite part of this is when he squats after finishing his push-ups to drink more water, because the wind moves his pant legs around, but when I first saw it, I just thought his legs were shaking. Yep, just finished doing push-ups for 16 minutes straight. That is actually literally gonna make my legs hurt tomorrow. One of the weird things about Ashton's content is how his wife is included in it. Actually, it doesn't even feel right to use the word included because she's not included. It's just her hands. She doesn't have a name or a face. She's literally just a pair of hands. Usually when other people show up in his videos, they're actually shown. But not her. She's just here to serve. She brings him water to dip his face in, obviously. She serves him his meals and he doesn't even look at her.
Thank you.
Why does he need someone to bring him food anyway? He's been awake for 5 hours at this point and he couldn't find time to scramble an egg. He could have just done it here when he stood in place for 4 minutes straight. He could have just stood in front of an oven instead, or a stove. I mean, can you cook eggs in an oven? I don't know. My wife makes them for me. His wife's hands also pick up his messes. They clean up after him. She cuts up his bananas so he doesn't have to eat them the gay way. She even has to dress him sometimes.
Thank you.
The way these are filmed makes it seem like he is a knight preparing for some kind of jousting tournament, and she's a squire. She's just there.
Your chain, sire. I am but a lowly street urchin, and it is my greatest honor to place this adornment upon your regal nape. Break a leg, break both, I fucking hate you.
And this is definitely intentional. He definitely wants to come across as if he is basically royalty, with people escorting him places and carrying his stuff for him. He even has his wife draw him a bath.
Thank you.
And it works. He definitely comes across that way. He does seem like he's royalty because he's a little princess. Ashton is also a self-acclaimed fitness coach, so he shows us a lot of his workout routines. And I say self-acclaimed because literally anyone can say they're a fitness coach. You don't have to have any kind of certification to say that. You also don't need any kind of certification to have an app where you sell fitness courses for $20 a month or $90 a year. You can just do that. Fitness coach. Yeah, he's fitness coach into the back of his car. The production quality of his running videos is insane. They have 2 camera rigs set up in 2 different cars so they can drive on either side of him and film him running in super high def. They've got him in slow motion, he's covered in sweat by the end, and you would be too if you ran for less than 10 minutes. Less than 10 minutes. He doesn't even run for 10 minutes. He starts running at 7:27 and by 7:36, according to him, he's done running. He's done standing too. He's in the air. He already did 4 minutes of that this morning. He doesn't need to do any more. He spent more time prepping and traveling to this location than he did running at this location. He could have just run down the stairs at his building instead of taking the elevator and saved himself like an hour and a half. Does that even count as a workout at that point? This is more like fleeing. He just briefly fled. He also tends to make a lot of noise during these intense runs. Wait, what's he saying? Guys, he's saying ice. Guys, he's scared of the ice water. That's why he's running away. His teeth can't take it anymore. Oh my gosh. The hands must be controlling him. They're making him do this. She's not serving him. She's serving torturous villain, baddie, bitch, pussy, slay, mother, The only reason guys like this are able to maintain these routines or waste time talking about what kind of bottled water is best
Fiji? No.
is because they're already rich. They didn't get rich because of these routines. They have these routines because they are rich. They have someone doing their chores for them. They have someone taking their car to get their oil changed. They don't do regular people stuff. They're bored. They've got to do something. Just make sure you're not comparing yourself and the things you're doing to these optimized alphas or anyone online who seems like they have a productively maximized routine. Because first of all, there's no such thing as a perfect routine. We have butt cheeks. It's not that serious. And second of all, they're easy to fake. Even I could fake the perfect routine if I just took everything I've learned from Ashton and Luke today and combined them. And I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Hey guys, how's it? Do you hear that? Hang on, something fishy's going on. Just a second. A clean challenge. My name is ChadChad. And today we're gonna talk about conspiracies. Is the Earth flat? Was the moon landing faked? Is Florida a real place? These are just a number of things that we may never know the answer to. Whenever something happens to people that we think is weird or we can't really explain, we like to make it up because conspiracies are like hemorrhoids. We all got them, right? I think we all have hemorrhoids, okay? When I was a kid, I had a theory that all of my toys could walk around and even talk to each other. And it turns out I was a really stupid kid. But the thing about conspiracies is that you can't be wrong. If you say that you think the sky is actually red and orange, which it probably will be soon, no one can tell you that you're wrong. Conspiracies are kind of like lying, but without the consequences. Unless you're a big fan of conspiracies and you disagree with what I just said, in which case what I just said was a conspiracy. The internet has led to an endless sea of theories. The butterfly effect, the Mandalorian effect, the Mass effect, and we're sick of those. There were literal UFOs flying around last week and nobody cared. We're tired of aliens. Alien? How about Ali out? Boo! Boo, boring, get the fuck out. Go. Leave. The best thing about TikTok and the worst thing about TikTok is that everyone has an opinion. So now that sea of theories, a conspiracy, if you will, has become a bigger, more confusing sea.
I don't know if this is a conspiracy or not, but I heard there were a myriad of robots. The researchers were realizing that these things were getting way too smart. One of them somehow wasn't fully disabled, connects to a f***ing satellite, reassembles itself, starts telling its counterparts how to reassemble itself. The researchers come back in and these things killed all of them. They claimed like 15 or 20 lives before they were able to be dismantled and turned off by authorities, right?
Have you guys heard of this new conspiracy? It's called something. It's Avengers Age of Ultron. I'm not sure why, but the person listening to this thinks it's hilarious.
They claimed like 15 or 20 lives before they were able to be dismantled and turned off by authorities, right?
It doesn't really match the tone of the story. And then the murderous robots burst through the door and slaughtered all of them. I know. The story always kills. Now that we've moved on from aliens, we finally have time to talk about more interesting things, like doors.
If giants aren't real, who built this and why?
This person is gonna lose their mind when they find out about skyscrapers. Who the heck did this? This is too big. I like to imagine the creator of this TikTok doesn't really believe in giants, but is actually just the person who made this door. You notice that top latch? It's actually really complex. Yeah, I heard it took her like 15 years to finish it. It's super impressive. Yeah, I would have sex with that person if I could. But it turns out the real giants are busy protecting our entire planet.
Is down there.
Giant monsters. They're a natural defense mechanism from the planet.
Could you give me an example of what one of these giants look like?
I only have one personal experience that I was there for, saw with my own eyes, and experienced with my own 5 senses.
Oh, you only saw the 300-foot-tall billion-year-old giant monsters one time? Lame.
Something that resembles a big furry primate, like a sloth that walks on its hands and is covered with hair.
So the giant monsters are furry, and you experience them with all 5 of your senses. All 5 of them? It was for research, guys. I had to taste the furry primate genitals. I mean giant genitals. I mean genitals. So you're saying that a giant sloth doing handstands is the only thing protecting our planet? So we're oh my god, help! These giant space worms are eating my family!
Not to fear, the sloth is here.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
Yep, I'm on it.
Thank you so much.
Yep, we'll get right on that.
Okay. When?
Just give me a second, done.
If you take a picture of a $1 bill, on the back, It looks like an alien. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you actually, well, you turn the contrast all the way up. The contrast reveals an alien head and the face, the eyes, everything. It's kind of genius.
Did you know that if you completely change the physical appearance of something, the physical appearance of that thing completely changes? This is like the opposite of those zoom enhanced tropes in FBI shows. We got a shot of their plates. Put it on screen. Huh, zoom out. Keep going. Turn up the contrast. Turn down the contrast. Set it on fire. Dehance. We got him. Yes.
It's kind of genius. What's in your pocket? Yeah, Roswell.
Did you just say Roswell is in your pocket? That's a big ass pocket. Is that a southeastern city from New Mexico in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Oh, it is a city? Okay. What I hate about a lot of conspiracy TikToks is that sometimes they'll forget to include the conspiracy part. Because let's say that yes, if you mess with a $1 bill, it does look like an alien. But then what? That's not a theory. Are you implying that aliens live inside $1 bills like little hermit crabs? Or are you implying that the government is run by aliens? Because that's ridiculous. Everyone already knows that. Okay, so here's a $1 bill. I'm gonna see if we can find the alien that lives inside of it. Oh my God, you guys, look at that. Guys, they live among us.
This video has been going around on social media of a man who found a mosquito with the number 38 printed on its body. And then the next day he found another one with a different number printed on its body. And of course, there's been a conspiracy.
Maybe the mosquito is just like getting tattoos. Did you think of that? What, because they're parasites, they aren't allowed to express themselves? Plenty of parasites have tattoos. Just look at Jeffree Star. I'm not a scientist, but I feel like this is a pretty common thing. We also track like bees and lobsters. We just put numbers on them so we can track their every move and study their behaviors and see where they are and what they're doing. And spy on them without their knowledge. And I think that, guys, I think we're the aliens. The mosquitoes probably have documentaries about us.
Y'all, I am freaking out right now. There's a lot of unexplained things going on in the ocean right now. Just watch this real quick for me.
You get to Mars by going through the ocean. You can't get to the bottom of the ocean.
I'm pretty sure that the ocean has a bottom.
Because outer space is the ocean.
Otherwise, how does the water stay there? If there was actually space underneath, then the gravity would suck all of the water out. The water would be gone. The ocean would be more like a notion.
Now, there's a situation called the firmament. So we know that water is all around us. And it is said that this dome divided the sea into upper and lower sections. You can't cancel this out because they still haven't discovered 80% of the sea.
Yes, I can. Call me algebra because I can cancel out whatever the fuck I want. I haven't discovered 80% of Pennsylvania, but that doesn't mean that it's a portal that'll take me to Mars. It just means I've never been to Pennsylvania. She goes on to say that deep sea fish are probably aliens since the ocean is space now. Keep up. And then cites the 2020 film Underwater as the basis for that.
If y'all have ever watched this movie Underwater, they went too deep and found the creatures that don't even look like it's supposed to be from this earth.
But if you're trying to strengthen an argument, I don't know if referencing a Kristen Stewart movie is the best idea. And therefore, my witness is innocent on all counts. Stalking a 17-year-old? Innocent. Twilight 2008. Robbing a bank with 2 accomplices? Catch That Kid 2004. Consuming the blood of an innocent human? Breaking Dawn 2011. Also, Your Honor, she's a mosquito. Yeah. Hi. And I still have malaria.
Does anyone actually still watch the moon landing footage and think it's real?
Okay, but whether you believe in the moon landing or not, you can do this to anything and then claim it's not real. You made them look silly. Of course we don't believe them. Have you ever been to Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Very fine grain as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder man.
A conspiracy that stayed pretty consistent on TikTok is that all celebrities are lizard people. What that involves is usually pretty vague. It's just if they say something weird or if they do something lizard-like, it means that they eat children, like lizards do.
I can say clone, I want to say clone. All right, so there's like a clone in Bang Lee. Right. When it comes out, let's get a selfie real quick. Let's hop in for a selfie.
Of course, it's shown through the form of joking to make the average mind automatically assume it's a joke, even though it was never stated to be a joke or a lie. Reverse psychology. I don't think this is reverse psychology. Reverse psychology would be if Will Smith posted a TikTok like, hey guys, just want to let you know I am a reptilian shapeshifter. It's true. All of your theories are correct. I can control minds. Well, in fact, I'm doing it right now. Do not watch Gemini Man in theaters December 11th, 2019. That would be a terrible idea. In fact, I forbid you from seeing it. That is the worst thing you can do. If you leave your house on that day, you will die. I will kill you.
These are disturbing facts about the Teletubbies. When I was little, I loved the Teletubbies, but looking back, it was pretty creepy. The giant sun in the sky that has a baby's face, and the fact that their mom is a vacuum cleaner, and there are some conspiracies that think that the baby sun in the sky is actually a demon. And that the mom vacuum cleaner is actually one of Satan's helpers.
That part is true. My cat also thinks that the vacuum cleaner is Satan's helper. I don't understand why out of all the shows from the 90s, the Teletubbies is the one we're worried about. Why? Because they're 10 feet tall and have Furby eyes? Giant suits made out of felt was just the formula for shows in the 90s, like Barney the Purple Dinosaur, aka the world's first furry. And do you remember Big Bird? That was 1000% a demon. What if we have a giant bird with dead eyes and a gaping mouth teach kids about the US Census? It'll be fun. How many people live in your home?
Have you heard about the dark conspiracy theory that surrounds the Teletubbies? Well, it's First piece of evidence is that they have a female voice that seems to come from the ground, always telling them what to do. Like, who the does she think she is? And what's underground?
I don't think anyone who made a conspiracy TikTok about the Teletubbies actually watched an episode of the Teletubbies first. All they do is eat toast and pudding and splash around in puddles. And the demon voice in the pipe, when it comes out of the ground, it makes a continuous wet fart sound. What's that, Satan? You want me to eat breakfast foods and frolic around in a field of flowers with 3 of my closest friends? Satan, that sounds like shit. I actually did watch an episode of Teletubbies for this video, and it was kind of weird. It wasn't really how I remembered it being, but here, I'll just show you. I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you for subscribing, and if you are still here, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you clicking on my video out of all the videos that are on here, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.